Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Boss Rush Gamescast, a podcast where we talk about the perfect Thanksgiving side dish. What do you guys do for your Thanksgiving? What is the best side dish to have?
I was going to say, I think this is controversial, but I just got reminded of this. I don't think mac and cheese counts as a Thanksgiving side dish, and I've gotten into heavy disagreements over that. But
no, you're right. You're right. It's not. It's not a Thanksgiving side dish.
Thank you.
I agree with you on that.
My favorite side dish.
Potatoes.
Ooh, mashed potatoes are really good. Well, I always do mashed potatoes and gravy. My favorite's just stuffing. Like, my plate is a giant mound of stuffing and mashed potatoes and gravy. So those are my favorite.
I was gonna say gravy is my favorite. I mean, I never eat gravy any other time of the year except on Thanksgiving, and I put that shit on everything on my plate. Like everything I put on my plate, I'm just dousing with gravy.
It's like, this is a stew now. We're putting it in a bowl, and we're just putting gravy all over it like milk on cereal.
Yeah.
I feel like that's the Thanksgiving way. I do the same thing. Gravy's on everything on the plate.
Yeah.
Have you guys ever gotten into a discussion with someone about whether cereal is a stew or a soup?
No, I've never had that discussion.
Just me? Okay, just me then.
I thought we had that discussion at one point.
I think we did, yeah, long time ago.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think we came up with an answer.
Open one time. No.
Yeah.
You know, it's basically like, but like, what defines a sandwich?
What defines? I mean, a cheeseburger is a sandwich.
I don't know. I feel like cereal's more of a sandwich.
I mean, when you think of the consistency of a stew, you know, it's got like meat and other things in it, like hearty things. Cereal kind of has hearty things in it.
Yeah, but doesn't a stew have to stew? Like, doesn't it have to sit there for a while?
You're right. But I mean, so same with the soup.
You know, I guess that's true.
Yeah,
I mean, you could just say. Go ahead.
No. Finish your thought.
I was just gonna say. I mean, you could just say both of them are wrong, and cereal is its own thing. But then there's got to be other things that constitute a cereal, right?
I mean, if you think about it, though, cereal's just the grain portion of it. Like, we just add the milk. So maybe we're creating a cereal soup.
Yeah, I suppose, because if you just eat cereal out of the box, it's cereal. But when you add cereal to milk, it's still cereal? Like, should we change the name then?
So what's oatmeal?
Oh my God. What is oatmeal? Is it a stew?
Oatmeal becomes like thick, like stew.
Yeah, and it has to be hot. You have to let it simmer, like what Taylor said. Yeah. Oh my God.
Oh.
Anyway.
Well, when we're not trying to figure out the definition of oatmeal,
we're having existential crises
about video
here.
games.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are talking about video games. Here, we will have the deeper conversations into the games that matter. I am one of your hosts, Patrick Klein, and alongside me is the girl who, while I keep getting older, she still seems to stay the same age regardless of the year. Please welcome Miss Taylor.
Hello, everyone. Happy to be back, and I hope you all had a lovely Thanksgiving.
And also, my wonderful guest that I brought on to grace us this night is the person who got me into podcasting to start with. So you can blame him for having to listen to me. Please welcome Stoy.
I do recall receiving a message from our earlier podcast, EXPcast. I do remember making you blush on an episode once. Somebody said you had a really pleasant voice in our Discord. Remember? Do you remember that?
You know what? I do remember that. And then the other Boss Rush had a poll of like who has the sexiest voice. I got no votes.
You got no votes? Come on.
I got no votes.
Well, it was the difference between sexiest and pleasant. Like, I feel
Yeah,
like that's
I was
different.
okay. Do not tell me LaRon got sexiest voice. Do not tell me that.
I think it was tied between LaRon and Corey.
Oh, for crying out loud!
Yep,
Poor Eddie. How many votes did he get?
none. But he
Oh,
wasn't
poor
on
Eddie.
he wasn't on the poll. It was just the three of us that were on it.
Oh, okay, got it. All right.
So
And you got no votes?
no votes.
That's sad.
It's probably
It
just
is
Corey and
sad.
LaRon fixing it.
Probably they were probably. It was probably like 2 votes, and they each voted for us.
There you go. There you go. That's
That'd be
exactly
funny.
what happened. That's exactly what happened.
Yep. All right, how you guys doing tonight? This wonderful Black Friday.
Good. It's
Yeah.
awesome. It's a 4-day weekend, so I'm happy. It feels amazing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
I still had
no,
to work today, but it was a light day. So
Oh, that's good.
yeah.
And I took Wednesday off, so this is day 3 of my 5-day weekend.
Hell yeah, let's go.
Wow.
Yeah, I know.
Awesome.
I had to get rid of so much PTO, like Christmas week, completely off because I would have to lose my PTO if I didn't use it.
Yeah, if you don't use it, you lose it, as they say.
Yeah, I hate that too. It's like, let me
Yeah.
just accumulate it so I can have bigger trips later.
Mm-hmm.
That's what my company does. We keep it. We just keep accumulating it, which I'm thankful for.
Yeah, it's the same by us. I think you can't go over 600 hours at my work, so it's like I don't think I'm ever going to
That's
touch
a
that
lot.
number. But yeah,
I'm kind of curious exactly how many 600 hours is. Let's see. Yeah, I'll figure it out later.
Yeah, I was going to say you're the math guy.
Yeah, I still use a calculator though.
Oh yeah.
To the teachers that told me I would never get to use a calculator, in real life, suck it. Anyways. Well, so did we get anything during Black Friday? Any fun deals? Any cool gifts?
That's 15 weeks of vacation, by the way. 15 weeks.
Only 15?
Yeah.
Only 15? That's
I mean,
like
in a
3
40-hour
months.
work week? In a 40-hour work week?
Yeah, that's 3 months.
Yeah,
That's a
but-
lot.
Yeah,
Yeah. That's what 600 hours is.
I feel like it'd be more. I don't know.
I like how Pat's just like, only 3
Am I
months,
wrong?
and I'm
Only-
like, holy crap, that's so much.
I want the whole damn year. Give us European style. I don't know.
In terms of your Black Friday question, though, no, after this podcast, I'm gonna go online and see, because at most places their sales last the whole weekend, and they've been
Yeah.
doing sales like the week leading up to it. So I've had time to think about it. So probably tonight or tomorrow I'll finalize what I feel like getting. But I don't think I'm gonna get anything
Mhm.
major though. So
Yeah, I feel like Black Friday has like become like Black Week, like
mhm.
instead of like just Friday.
Yeah.
All the deals are just for Friday and that's it. Now it's like Black Friday all month of November, Black Friday week, Black Friday, now it's Cyber Monday too and everything. It's like,
Mhm.
yeah.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, I bought a whole new desk
Yeah.
actually. That was my Black Friday deal. I bought a whole brand new standing desk and everything, but I bought it like 2 weeks ago because they were already doing Black Friday sales at the beginning of November. And I was
Yeah.
like, okay, I ain't waiting.
Yeah. I think I bought one video game on PlayStation Network just because it was like 30% off for Black Friday. And I was like, you know what? That sounds like a deal. I'll get it. And that was
Nice.
Lost Soul Aside.
How do you like that game?
We'll talk about it.
Okay, all right, cool. I'm curious what you think about it.
Yeah, we'll talk about it. It's definitely
Alright,
going to be
cool.
something that we'll talk about here this week.
Okay.
But I did get something cool today in the mail and I'll call it my Black Friday gift. Limited Run, of course, has, when you order something, it could be anywhere from a couple months to a couple years till you get it. I ordered this thing about a year and 3 or 4 months ago, but it is the Castlevania the
Dominus.
Dominus collection.
Yeah. Oh
The
man.
big thing that's a box full of everything, including this here light box, which if I light it, you can't see it anymore.
Yeah. That's the
That
girl
plays
from the
music.
third one, yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, that's really
Yep.
cool. Man, that's really cool. Is it
Very
music
nice.
playing music? I can't hear music.
It is
Oh
playing
yeah, I was like, I
music.
can't
Yeah.
hear.
Okay. Yeah.
No. Yeah, I got the Ultimate Collection for all 3 Castlevania, so I got all 3 Shadow Boxes now.
Wow. Man, a
Yeah, and then
year
it
in
comes
4 months? That's a long time to wait
yeah,
for
but
that.
there's
Yeah.
so much in this box that I haven't even, like, opened it completely, but it's got the games, it's got alternate cover sheets, it's got a steel book, shadow box, a light up Grand Cross lamp, hand drawn maps by Jeremy Parrish, reversible posters,
Dang.
prints,
Jeremy
keychains.
Parrish? Wow.
Jeremy Parrish, yeah. It's a 5 disc soundtrack. Um,
Wow.
Character standees and like retro game stylists. Like this thing's got a lot in it. And the same with all the other ones. But there's the game.
Cool.
That's very awesome.
Yeah. Yep. Now I don't think there'll ever be another Castlevania game they can come up with because that was, I guess, unless they did the Lords of Shadow. But I don't see how
Uh,
they would do that.
I don't think that was a very popular series.
Hmm. Very true. But
Yeah.
I like the first. I like the Game Boy one. The second one needed work for sure.
A lot of
But
work.
yep,
A lot of work. I read
yep.
about the development cycle of what happened with Lords of the Shadow 2. It sounded like it was a nightmare. Like just
Uh,
awful work experiences, like shitty game direction, and just yeah.
It should have
Surprised
been
they
the
pitched.
coolest one too, because
Yeah.
you played as Dracula and you played it in a modern setting.
Yeah. How could
So
you
it's
mess
like,
that up?
what happened?
Yeah. I think I heard they
And to have
kept
Patrick Stewart.
did they have Patrick Stewart in that one?
Yeah, Patrick Stewart played Death.
Oh, okay. He played the other
Yeah,
guy in the first one. Anyway,
yeah, Death. The
okay.
guy who became Death.
Yeah, who became Death, you're right, yeah.
Yeah,
Anyway.
yeah.
Um I got
But
I didn't think to bring it, but I got Crow Country from I think Super Rare Games. I forget which company. Fan Gamer. I got it from Fan Gamer.
yeah,
And
Fangamer. That's right.
I
Mm.
really like the plastic like the plastic standees, like the plastic dioramas that kind of have the
Yeah.
3D effect when you look at it.
Oh,
It
it's
came with
like are they like acrylics that they kind of have like little put these like 3 rows or something?
yeah, well this one only has one row. And it's
Okay.
like the backdrop and then you have the main character, then you have like a, pair of
Oh,
crows,
I
in
just
the front.
Googled it.
Yeah. It's kind of cool.
It's cute.
Mhm.
Yeah, I got a Ninja Gaiden one. Ninja Gaiden Ragebound from Super Rare that had 3 rows. And it looks really cool because it really looks 3D. I love looking at it.
Nice.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Well, guys, let's talk about what we've been playing. Taylor, I'm excited to hear about some of the games that you have been playing.
I'm sure you're excited to hear about Kirby.
I
So
am
I'll
excited. I
start.
want to know I want to know your opinion on this game.
I'm
I
going to
need you
start
to
off by
sell
saying
me this game.
I played 30 minutes of this game and I promptly traded it in.
Kirby Air
Ooh.
Riders?
Kirby Air Riders, yeah.
Oh my gosh. Well, it's not for everyone.
Yeah, it definitely wasn't for me, that's for sure.
Well, I'll start off
Mhm.
with Pokemon, because that one will be shorter. I know I talked about that last time, but I continued, because initially I
Mhm.
had put Pokemon on. It was just hard. I'm trying to like juggle, work, school, and then I had Silksong and Pokemon, and I kept going back and forth, and then Kirby released. So, I recently got back into Pokemon ZA. And I've been hooked on it since for like the past like 4 or 5 days. I've been playing like a bazillion hours a day, and I think I'm getting really close to the end of the game. And I still love it. I I feel like a lot of my friends who beat it were saying they liked Arceus more. I think last podcast I mentioned I didn't like Arceus like at all, for whatever
Mhm.
reason. I know that's not an unpopular opinion now because I've seen a lot of people on Twitter say they found Arceus boring, and I'm like, I'm glad I'm not alone. But I just love ZA. Like, I love the whole cast of characters. I've become very invested. All the, ranking gym leader people you fight are hilarious. They have really funny personalities. I got my first shiny Pokemon ever in the history of my whole time playing Pokemon. I've never ran into a shiny my
Really?
whole life. Yeah, so I
Is it
was
really that rare?
they upped it
I
in
think.
these, like, I think in this game and like Scarlet and Violet they upped the rate.
Okay.
But like in previous games it was just like impossible. I don't know, but I'm not the type of person who goes shiny hunting either. Like, I don't constantly reset or try to catch Pokemon, but I know like in older games it was like impossible pretty much.
Mhm.
In this game they made it a lot easier, but this was just like an accidental shiny, so like I wasn't farming for it. I was just walking around and it was like and I was like, oh my god, and I almost died by an alpha Pokemon trying to catch it. I would have been really sad if that happened. I was being beat up. I was like, whoa. But it was
Like,
very
I will get
exciting.
back to you. I want the shiny.
Yeah. But yeah, I've been having a blast for it, so I'm like super excited to finish that game. I'm hoping I can finish it within the next week or so, and in that way I can focus
Mhm.
on Metroid Prime 4, because I know when that releases I'm going to be like dedicated to playing that.
Yep.
And then the other game I've been playing is Kirby Air Riders. So um I love this game. So I'm just gonna say I played the original Kirby Air Ride on the GameCube for a bazillion hours. Like, I was obsessed with that game growing up. Me and my brother and sister just put so many hours into City Trial. Like, we just played it nonstop. We loved that game. So when Air Riders got announced, we were excited because we just loved that game growing up, and I still love it. Like I said, it's not for everyone.
Mhm.
I just love Kirby games in general. Like, I just think they're very fun. I think he's cute. Um, this one was neat. I liked this one because they added the road trip, which was like a story mode, because the original didn't have anything like that. So I've been
Mhm.
focusing on road trip, and you have to beat it, I think, a minimum of 2 times. Because on my second playthrough of road trip, I was able to get the true ending, and the true ending was super dope. Just because there was some throwback stuff to like other Kirby games. So I thought that was super awesome. And it's just fun. I actually only played online in the demo. Since I bought the game, I haven't played online at all, but that's just because I've been playing with my brother and sister in person. And
Mhm.
my only gripe is you can't do a combination of local play and online play. That bothers me.
Mm.
I don't know why they don't allow that, because I feel like I should be able to be like, yeah, there's 3 players on my side, fill in the rest with online people. I don't know, maybe it becomes too complicated, but it's like, either only do local City Trial or online. You can't do a combination of both. So I don't like that, because it would be fun to play with my brother and sister with online random people. So I'm kind of sad they don't have that. But the online play to do during the demos, and it's just fun. Like I said, I just love the game. I think it's chaotic.
Mhm.
City
Yeah.
Trial is it's just like all over the place. I love getting the legendary machines. I like beating people up. I find it funny in this one that, like, when someone has a piece of a legendary machine, it pops above their head, or if someone kills you, it shows an evil icon above their head so you can get revenge on them. Which is really fun, because I remember one time me and my sister were playing City Trial with computers, like level 9 computers, and one of them had like a Hydra piece, and we just hunted him down and killed him on purpose to steal his piece, because we were like, we want the legendary machine. And I'm sure
Mhm.
there are people like that in online mode who probably just kill you on purpose for the pieces, or they want to get revenge on you and stuff. So I find it entertaining. I think it's chaotic. I have so much fun with it. Um, so I love it. I guess that's my take on it. I've already put in so many hours into it, and I can tell I'm going to continue playing it for like the next month or two, because to me it's just like entertaining fun.
So how does the road trip work out? Is it just like you have to place first in a race, or is there like missions tied to the road trip?
um, they're like missions. So there's 10 stages, and every stage I think has like 10 rounds. But yeah, you drive in your car, and then there's like
Mhm.
three. You can choose from like three. I can't even explain it. I'm really bad at this. But anyways, you can choose what you want to do. It'll give you like an option, like, oh, you can race, you can do target flight, or you can do this. And then you just choose which one you want to do, and it gives you a certain power up. Like you'll get a top speed or an offense. So you can kind of choose what you want to do depending what stat you want. Like I'm obsessed with top speed and glide, so anytime that was an option, I picked the top speed or glide battles, so I can get more of that. But yeah, it's just like it's just random events that you do to buff your stats. And then there's always like boss fights and stuff like that. So
And okay, so boss fights, what are those like? I mean, because in my mind, I see this as a racing game, so I'm not quite sure how a boss fight works in a racing game.
They're like sub bosses for each stage. Some of them is just a race, like beat them in the race. Some of them is like gourmet race, eat a lot of food, target flight. There's a couple bosses in the road trip, and those ones you just beat up. Like it's like city trial style. You know, like there's a big boss and you just spin your car into it, shoot it with cannons, knock its HP down, and defeat him. And those were super fun because, like I said, all the big bosses in this game are from previous Kirby games. So they were like super fun to fight.
Very cool. Now, Story, why'd you hate this game?
It was too hectic for my old Xennial brain to handle. I'm racing through the races. Pat, you know this. Taylor, you don't. I'm a racing enthusiast, so to speak.
Okay.
I'm huge into Forza Motorsport, World Rally Championship, Gran Turismo, obviously. So a game that says, "Oh, you don't have to hit gas or brake or anything like that. All you got to do is steer." It was like weird to me. But there's so much going on the screen that I was like, I can't take this. This is too much lights, too much colors. So I was like, yeah. So I kind of knew, I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna play this that often, and I just took it to my local game shop and I traded it in, and I got Kirby and the Forgotten Lands and for the Switch too. I traded one Kirby game in for another Kirby game in. So yeah,
nice.
I had it for the Switch, but I wanted to get the Switch 2 upgrade. So
okay,
yeah,
very nice.
I love that game. I love that game.
It's super fun. I played it. Same thing. I'm glad there's co-op. Any game that has local co-op, I'm obsessed with because me and my sister love playing games together. So we played that together. I love Waddle Dee. He's my favorite Kirby character. So I liked being Bandana Dee. I'm like, yeah, this is awesome.
Yeah, no, I enjoyed the Forgotten Realms. I tried the new expansion to it, and it's just more of the 3D Kirby, which is cool. Kind of wish they added a little more enemy variety than just crystallized version of bad guys. But
did you? So you played the Switch 2 version?
I did play the Switch 2. It is nice, and like I said, the expansion is like a third of the original game.
Oh wow!
Basically,
so
it adds
meaty.
it's 2 levels for each world that you go to.
Okay, cool.
Very nice. Yeah, I haven't done the Switch 2 upgrade stuff yet on it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I will say something just because you mentioned it with Kirby Air Riders is like it's not like, to me it's not really a racing game. So yeah, I don't know why I feel a lot of people compare it to Sonic Cross Worlds and Mario Kart or other racing games and stuff like that. And to me, it's more like a melee combat racing game. I can't explain it. It's like, yeah, you're trying to buff your car and there are some races, but City Trial, you're pretty much just beating the crap out of each other, doing random events. And a lot of the times the post City Trial event isn't even a race. Like it's target flight, high jump, or something else random, defeat a boss. So it's like, yeah, there's some races in it. Yeah, but it's like a lot of it to me is just buffing yourself up and stuff.
I think that's what kind of weirded me out for a bit. I think I came in expecting like a racing game, like a true on, like not Mario Kart exactly, but like something that was more racing focused. And then I was playing some of the other modes, and I'm like, this isn't really a racing game. This is kind of like a combat car, like Twisted Metal type game, whatever. I'm like, all right, cool. But I was just like, you know what? I don't think I'm going to get enough time on this, and I might as well I get as much trading credit as I can. So
yeah.
Anyway,
I mean, if it's not a good fit for you, then you know.
I wouldn't be surprised if I bought this game again like a chump.
They'll come out with like a really cool DLC, and Story will go back on it again.
Yeah.
Actually, you're not really big into DLC, so probably not.
Well, I think Sakurai confirmed there's no DLC for Kirby Air Riders. I think this is like a one and done.
They're not just
thing.
going to add Mario characters to it just for shits.
No, they're probably pulling him
That'd be funny.
aside to work on the next Smash Brothers. It's like, you did your thing, now we own you for the next 6 years.
I thought he said he was out. I thought he said it was out with Smash. Like, he wasn't going to do that anymore. No?
I don't know. They'll probably figure out a way to pull him back in. I would like to see him go back to Kirby, or not Kirby, Kid Icarus is what I want to see again.
Yes.
I would
yes,
love a new Kid Icarus game so much.
We need a new Kid Icarus game. We need F-Zero. We need a new Star Fox game.
Yes! Thank you. Me and my friend want F-Zero and Star Fox so bad.
Oh my god.
What game did I just play that actually had like Star Fox mechanics in it that was like very shocking? I thought it was a Nintendo game. That's something.
What did I just God, I think I know what you're talking about, because I have the physical copy for it on the PlayStation 5.
It was a PlayStation 5 game?
Well,
What?
I had it for the PlayStation 5. I'm pretty sure it came out on the Switch. Something
Gosh,
Zero?
I'm trying to remember what the heck it was, because it's a game, but it had literally an on-rails flight shooter on it.
Huh.
Oh, I hate that I can't remember this. I have to look at my games list.
Yeah, I'm gonna look, because I know I have something similar to the PlayStation 5 where they basically said, if you like Star Fox, you'll love this game.
Well, that's the thing. This wasn't a Star Fox game. This was literally something completely different.
Well, completely different. Okay, all right. But it had a Star Fox-like element?
Yeah, it had this like Star Fox element, and I don't remember what it is, and I don't know if I put it on my game list that I decided to for some reason do alphabetical order instead of like when I actually listed them.
Rogue Flight?
No, that's not
the
it.
game. That's the game I'm talking about. It's like a futuristic sci-fi type of shooter, and it's an interesting mechanic. It's all Star Fox based levels, like on-rail shooting levels, but you have multiple branching paths, and depending on the path you take, determines if you are able to get back to Earth. It's kind of a really unique gameplay loop. So it's like, it's a short game. You know, you can beat it in a couple hours because it encourages you to kind of play through it again, unlock all the paths, and then, yeah, get all the endings, so to speak. But it's Star Fox. It's Star Fox 100%. Like,
I can't remember what this one was. Oh well. I'll remember it, and I'll be at the end of the podcast and be like, "Oh yeah, it was this."
No, I'm gonna be talking about my games, and all of a sudden, Pat's gonna be like, "That's the game."
Story, I gotta talk about this game now.
Okay, all right.
Well, we do that.
I'll give you the floor.
No, go for it, Story. I want you to talk about your game so that I can actually remember what the game I'm trying to think is.
Okay.
And then I can interrupt you.
Anxiously awaiting this game to come out finally. I got Neon Inferno last week.
Very cool.
And Limited Run just put out a physical edition, so I pre-ordered that. But yeah, I'm playing it on my PC, and my God, I don't know if you heard of the game Steel Assault a couple years ago. It's like a side-scrolling, action platformer type game, kind of similar. These guys do Contra games so well, like really good.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So it's like a Contra style game.
Joy, I remembered the game.
I knew it. Go ahead.
No, I do remember the game, but go ahead.
No, I told you I would give you the floor, so go ahead.
Hyrule Warriors.
Wait.
Hyrule Warriors has a Star Fox element?
That has a Star Fox element to it.
What?
Where?
Why?
When the construct turns into a bird and the Korok rides it.
Okay.
Okay.
There's literally like a Star Fox element in the game where like it's an on-rail shooter where the Korok is on the mystery construct who's in the form of an eagle, and he's like shooting missiles and lasers and you know getting power-ups and fighting bosses at the end.
Okay, that's interesting.
That's not at
Yeah,
all
you wouldn't think.
what I thought you were gonna say.
Yeah.
That's why I said it was like it's
Mhm.
something that was completely like a game that you wouldn't think it was to have in it, but it has a Star Fox element in it.
Yeah, sure.
Aren't you excited?
No, I'm like that would have been the last game I would have guessed. I thought it was like an exclusive like type of flight simulator game or some sort of sci-fi game or something. I was not expecting
No,
Hyrule
it's
Warriors.
Hyrule Warriors: Age of Imprisonment.
Okay, cool. All right. Neon Inferno. It's basically like futuristic cyberpunk type game. You know, you can pick one or two characters. You're assassins for the Italian mob, and you have to go out and kill people. You know, you have to assassinate targets. But of
Oh,
course,
Wait, wha-
like it's an interesting.
Wait, really? You're Italian mob assassins in Neo Inferno?
Yeah, yeah. You're basically working for the Italian mob, and you're fighting. Like your main enemies are the Yakuza and the police. So like
What?
the levels, yeah, the levels are populated
Am I
with
thinking of the right game? This is the one that's like Contra,
yeah, but it's you know
but they
futuristic
have giant
Italian mob.
robots
Yeah,
and cyberpunk.
yeah. But you are working for the Italian mob. And you're fighting against the Yakuza and also the police, you know?
that sounds entertaining.
What? Yet they look like aliens and robots.
No, 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 they're humans. These are humans. There's some robots. Um, but you know, you got police walking around in giant mech suits, which is interesting,
I
you
just
know.
remember this in the commercial. There was like a robot that kind of reminded me of the Contra skeleton from Super Contra, or not Super Contra.
Contra 3. Contra 3.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. You know the Terminator robot that opens up the wall. There seemed like there's this giant robot that was kind of like that in the commercial.
I don't think you're thinking of the same game.
Swear, this is the one that's supposed to be like Contra.
You're
Doesn't
probably
it
are
have
you
like the
talking about
3D?
Iron Meat?
No, I'm thinking Neo Inferno.
It's not Neon Inferno. I'll tell you that. I'll tell you that.
Doesn't it
I'm not.
also?
You're not.
It's a side shooter, but then it also
Yeah.
has the straight shooter
No,
where
does not.
like you're behind a cover wall.
Yeah, I mean, there are elements like you could shoot in the background, whatever, you know, and it turns into kind of like Operation Wolf style, where like you hit the bumper button and then you move a
Mm.
reticule around and you shoot like anything in the background, whatever. You do have a cover element, but that cover lasts all but 2 seconds. Um, but
Huh. I've
is
pictured this game completely wrong then.
you know, there is a paramilitary group that uses robots, so maybe that's what you're thinking of. Is there a
Maybe
skeleton now that I'm thinking about it? I mean,
it's not a skeleton, but it's like a giant robot.
it probably
Neon
I think it is.
Inferno, and it's like
I'm trying to
supposed to be a boss. I thought.
yeah, I'm trying to think. Maybe it is. I beat the game. You could beat the game in one sitting. Like I beat it in 2 hours. Um, and the like the levels are pretty short. The boss battles are pretty. I don't want to say easy, but they're pattern type, you know, bosses. Where like once you get the pattern down, you can knock them out pretty easy. Uh, but the grading system is punishing. It's punishing.
I
I
imagine.
no matter how good I do in a level, no matter it's like, man, I really killed it in that level. It's like I get 1 star out of 5. And you know, and I'm like, they take off so many points when you die once. Like if
How
you die once,
discouraging.
yeah. And like there was like so say for example, there's one level where like, you know, you go into a club and you know, you're chasing after a guy, you're chasing after a Yakuza boss. And of course, naturally, when you go into the club, like you're in the middle of the dance floor, your character's moving around. Either you shoot and the crowd starts dispersing, or the enemies start to shoot and the crowd starts to disperse. If you shoot any of the, you could shoot like willy nilly, and you could kill members of the crowd. And of course, the more civilians you kill, the worse your score is,
Oh,
and you
dang.
actually lose money earned. Like you could like finish a level with the opportunity to earn like $10,000, but if you shoot like 4 civilians, you lose basically any money earned. And I think I recently did a second playthrough, and I accidentally killed like 25 people in the crowd. And I'm like, damn it, I shot
Accidentally,
another
huh?
one. Damn it, I shot another one. I was like, damn it, stop. Like, and like, yeah, I was like, man, I got if they could have given me a -5, I would have they would have given it to me.
I'm surprised they kept you hired on. I'd be like,
Yeah, I know.
you
Well,
kill
I mean,
so many people.
it's the Italian mob, they don't care. Civilians.
It's like he
Uh,
did the job, even if it had collateral damage.
and that I think that's the thing that's the most challenging part of this game is to like not cause collateral damage.
Mm,
Because you could be just like shooting like crazy. Like obviously it's infinite ammo. You don't have to reload, so it's like you're just like
mhm.
shooting like crazy, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh hey, there's a car in the background with a civilian. Bam, you blow it up, and it's like 2 civilians killed. It's like two, and it's like
Mhm.
you
You
didn't even
forgot
I
the
don't even
baby in
see
the
it
car
coming.
seat.
Yeah, or like there's a ton of that was the two. Okay.
That's horrible.
Damn, I feel even worse now. But there's like, yeah, there's obviously motorcycle scenes, which I love any game with
Mhm.
motorcycles in it. And yeah, like all of a sudden it's like you're shooting, and all of a sudden a car enters your lane and just blows up after 2 shots. It's like what the anyway.
Yeah,
Uh,
I would say it's hard for me. It's hard to do games where you can't be destructive because it makes me think of. I think it was Infamous Second Son. Is that the one where you could be like good or bad? I
all the
think.
infamous games, yeah,
Mhm.
all the infamous
Yeah,
games are like that.
yeah. I
But
think Second Son was the one where you could be good or bad. And I remember when we played it, my sister did the bad route, and I did the good route, and I couldn't destroy anything. Like I had to be so good to not accidentally cause damage, and she could do whatever. She was blowing up everything. I'm like, you're having way more fun. I don't like
yeah,
having to be careful.
that's the funny part because those games, it's like so easy to be bad, but
Yes.
Mhm.
yeah, it's much harder to
The
be good.
advantage of being good, though, is that you could restore your health. The bad skills did not have that ability.
Yeah, you had to like
So,
siphon
yeah.
life off of people. Yeah.
Mhm.
Um, but yeah, that game is fun. You could beat it in one sitting. Like it's old school shooter, retro style. It's got all the
Hmm.
CRT filters that your little heart can desire. Speaking of retro, I did also beat. Texted Pat this last week that Shinobi Art of Vengeance. Oh my god, I love this game so much. I Pat, I think it's actually better than Ninja Gaiden Ragebound. Like I love
I would
Ninja
agree
Gaiden
with you.
Ragebound, but there's so many more combat abilities. You were so much more of a deadlier ninja. Like like
Mhm.
you just felt so damn powerful once you nailed combos down, and like you'd be swarmed with enemies on the screen, and you're just dispatching them like crazy. Dude, it's so good, and the level design is like Metroidvania light, you know?
Mhm.
Um, you do there's some levels where you do a little bit of backtracking, but you're not it's not like a full one map. So I really like the design of that where it's like it's stage by stage, and there's certain areas that you may have to backtrack to, like when you get special abilities, like the
Mm-hmm.
ability to grapple hook
Yeah.
or the ability to like ground pound or whatever. So
Okay.
it encourages you to kind of go back and like unlock certain areas. But so yeah, I did that before I beat the game. I went back, I 100% at every level, found all the secrets. They have these little gates that you can
Mhm.
access, where like these portal gates. Pat, you know what I'm talking about, where it's
Yep.
like a platformer's nightmare. Taylor, have you ever played the game Celeste?
No.
Okay, it's like a platformer's nightmare. Like just you're trying to nail these like extremely hard platforming segments, while either being timed or with a scrolling level,
Mhm.
uh,
Mm.
or you have to like run away from fire or run away from something
Hmm.
else, whatever, or like you're doing these impossible jump and dives and like dashes, and just man, test your
I can
patience.
guarantee you Taylor would be able to beat it in like 3 tries.
That's what annoys me, because there were some levels where I died like 30 times, and I'm like, there's probably someone out there that did it on the first try, and they were like, "Oh, that was easy."
Yeah, I feel
That
like
would
I'm
be
really
Taylor.
good at jump. I call them jump quests just because when I played Maple
Mm.
Story a bazillion years ago, we called them jump quests. But I feel like I'm really good at that because in both Hollow Knight and Silksong, anytime there was a jumpy thing, I feel like I pretty much just did it first
Well,
try. I
you
was
would
like,
be at home with
okay.
this. You would be at home with this game. I highly suggest you play this game. There was one
I
part in
also
the
recommend
last
Celeste. Try
yeah,
Celeste. You might really
actually,
enjoy that if
I
you
own
enjoy the
the
platforming.
game. I just haven't gotten around to playing it.
you
Hmm
need to stop what you're doing and play that. Actually, I suggest playing Celeste first.
Okay.
But yeah,
hmm
like I think there was a section in the last level that I had to YouTube, and I felt good about myself because it was like you have to jump over these like spinning blades, and you have to dash and dive, and like you have to
Mhm.
avoid these fire pits. So like you're climbing against a moving brick, and it's this whole thing. So I YouTubed it, and I was like, "How the hell are you supposed to beat this?" And I felt good about myself because I strolled through the comments, and a lot of people were like, "This is the hardest puzzle in the whole game. What is this bullshit?"
hmm
And it's like, I hated this part. This is the worst part of the game, and I'm like, okay, felt a little bit better about myself that I was like, I
Not
gotta look up
alone.
the YouTube video, yeah. But
hmm
so yeah, I mean, honestly, like I said, I was a big Shinobi fan growing up as a kid, and of course, the fact that we got both Ninja Gaiden and Shinobi in one year, oh, I was eating good this year. And then I think last game I played was Flesh Made Fear. I haven't played much of it. It's like a old school survival horror Resident Evil PlayStation 1 clone, like PlayStation 1 kind of graphics. Um Small indie game,
Hmm.
but it's super atmospheric. It's got puzzles in it, but the puzzles are made for kindergartners. Like it's really not challenging at all. It's like, okay. There was like a puzzle where it had you match certain colors to the poem, and it was like, first line is blah blah fire. Second line is blah blah lightning. Third line is blah blah water. And it's like, well, duh, fire, red, lightning, yellow. Like, it's like easy. But anyway,
That's kind of funny.
yeah. So that's really what I've been playing.
Very nice. They look cool. I like that we do these discussions because I haven't heard of like a lot of these games. So I was like Googling
Yeah.
them all while you talked about them.
I will tell you, Taylor, though, I did start playing Silksong literally right before recording.
I hope you like it. I love Silksong so much. I was obsessed with it.
I will tell you, I'm liking it better than I thought I would.
Mhm.
Because I did not like Hollow Knight that as much as everybody else did.
Oh, okay.
So
Mhm.
I was a little like, I wasn't really looking forward to Silksong, but I was
Mhm.
like, I'll pick it up. And
Mhm.
I'm having a lot more fun than I realized. However, coming off of Shinobi
Mhm.
to this, I'm not translating very well.
Oh,
So
I bet. Like,
I'll get used to it.
yeah. Yeah. I'd be
Yeah.
very
If
curious
you
to
don't,
hear your thoughts on that one.
me too. Me too.
Yeah, I want to say I'm about a little over an hour into it now. I mean, it's cool. I've like I did 2 boss battles. Um,
Mhm.
so there was like the boss where it was like the larva, that you got the ability to like throw your lance, and like
Yep.
I was
Mhm.
like, oh, I gotta free this guy. So like you throw the lance and you free him,
hmm
and you're like, hey, you're free now, and then he attacks me, that son of a bitch. So I'm like, what
Yeah.
the hell?
You're gonna love that guy.
The
That that
bell
that
bug or
becomes
something like
like,
that.
hmm yeah,
Bell Beast.
Yeah.
hmm the Bell Beast becomes best boy.
Well,
Or
yeah, he
yeah.
becomes your transport guy, kind of similar to
Mhm.
like the
hmm
spider in the first one. Yeah.
Mhm.
But it's just a big dog. Is really what it is. Like
Yeah.
it does dog like motions, and gets excited when it sees you again, and
It didn't
it's
need to
adorable.
attack me after I saved it. Just saying.
Mhm.
Anyway, Pat, what have you been playing?
All right, so I got this. I picked up a indie game off of Celia Schilling's recommendation. She's the market director of Yacht Club. And she and I both have kind of like the same taste in like video games, and she really loves these narrative adventures. And so I picked up a game called Kulabra and the Souls of Limbo. And the first thing when you look at this game is that it looks like it came out of the Paper Mario universe.
I was just thinking that. I just googled it. It just looks like Paper Mario.
hmm But that's actually where that and there's some sound effects that are very Mario sound effects. But this game has an absolutely amazing story. There's not really any action in it. It's mostly an adventure. You're trying to, I guess, appease these souls that are in limbo, um, because they need to move on. They're stuck in limbo because they have some sort of unfinished business that they need your help to get over. The problem about Limbo, though, is that Limbo's cursed in that they are repeating the same day over and over and have no knowledge about it. However, you have knowledge of it. So
This
eventually you
reminds me of
kind of,
Snipper Clips too, actually.
yeah,
Never
I
s-
mean,
yeah,
yeah, where you're kind of that 2D moving around
yeah,
in the
like
3D.
paper. Yeah, I mean Paper Mario
Yeah,
meets Snipper Clips. Yeah. Anyway.
yeah. So basically, you're trying to help these souls overcome whatever is holding them back. And it's usually through small little puzzles, gathering information, going to this place at this certain time, and performing, this. And eventually they might reach something that has a soul mark, which means it's had such an influence that they will actually remember that in the next like repeat cycle. And that can also help you progress through curing these souls. However, there's also a there's what they call dark souls that are also trying to take advantage of the situation and, cause as much darkness to overflow into limbo. And you, as a bright soul, needs to, relieve or get rid of the darkness and help these souls move on. The
Is it?
stories,
I'll say, is it sad at all? Like because you're helping
yes,
souls move on.
it's a good sad. Like it's some of these stories hit like really hard. It's a lot of trying to overcome various forms of grief
Oh boy.
to help these souls move on. So like it's cutesy and there's some like really adorable moments. Like there are birds in the game and the birds they're alive. Their job is to kind of help shuffle the dead through limbo as well. And they formed this thing called the Wing Union, and it's like a little mail service. But every time like the little crow comes by, he spreads open his wings and glitter like freaking confetti like fly out when he says the Wing Union.
I love
Uh,
that.
Yeah.
but yeah, it's a great little like 10-hour game. Um, that it's there's just so many awesome side characters, and it's a really the stories are extremely touching. And my only complaint is that the game kind of ends abruptly, but the creator says that it is going to be concluded with DLC, and I think it's free DLC too. So like it's something that will have an ending here eventually. But other than that, this game, like I highly recommend if you want something that's kind of chill, has some like funny humor, but also like really touching stories that's gonna make you feel, feels. Like Kulava is probably one of my top 5 indies that I played this year. Like it is really high up there.
Hmm.
Um, I
That's an
also
interesting
picked up.
dynamic,
Oh,
like humor and or at least lighthearted humor, and then like deep, you know, deep storytelling.
I mean, it helps. I feel like it. There's some games that are just like absolutely depressing,
Yeah.
and I
Mhm.
think like this game tries to celebrate life and relationships, while trying to overcome, while showing the struggle of overcoming grief and moving on from the things that are holding you back. Uh,
Hmm.
Like I took some good screenshots. One of my favorite ones is one of the characters saying that it is okay to hurt and it is okay to heal from that hurt, or to feel hurt and to heal from it. Like it with me when because I know I've struggled with like some of these various feelings and situations that some of the characters have gone through
Mhm.
in this game, and like
Mhm.
it made me feel like less alone in that regard.
Mhm.
um and that like it's okay to just kind of let go and heal from the things that are possibly holding you back. And, like, the game has a very good message in that regard, and I highly recommend if you're into anything that's just chill, um, and cute, it's worth checking out.
Yeah. How long is the
Uh,
game, would you say, to like beat it?
uh, to beat it, probably about 8 to 10 hours. To 100% it, 10 to 12.
Okay.
That's short. I
Yeah,
mean, I don't want to say
it's
short,
not
but
terribly short. The chapters are pretty contained, so you're not like running over like a giant map. Like when you finish one chapter, you move on to kind of another area. You can go back to older areas, but the day cycle will plop you back into more of the central area that you're supposed to be focused in.
Mhm.
And it's like you don't have to worry about like missing like an important thing. Like you have control to push time forward. You can restart the day whenever you want to. It's not like that Legend of Zelda approach where you had to wait for certain specific moments for it to, do something. Otherwise, you had to repeat the entire day. If you miss something, it's very easy to just go back and not
Mhm.
have any like effects. There are some items that will disappear and you have to go back and get them, but that's like literally a minute or two out of your way to do so. And like I still highly recommend it. It was a very good game in my opinion. Um Lost Soul aside. So, this was a game that took 9 years for the creator to make.
This was a game.
And
Wow.
I will applaud the fact that, it started with like one guy and then it kind of just the team grew and grew. Um, it is a very average game though, in my opinion.
Oh no.
Mid, as the kids say.
Yes, mid as
Oh,
the kids say.
I
Like,
see the ratings right here, and it looks mid based on
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
ratings.
yeah.
Well, see, you played it recently. I played it when it came
Hmm.
out. I saw trailers for it and I was like, man, this looks pretty cool. I'm gonna throw this on my wish list. And of course I got the copy of it and I was like, man, this is pretty, I don't know. The combat felt pretty stiff
Hmm.
to me. I don't know if they fixed that at all.
It's as you progress through the game, you unlock more weapons.
Yeah.
And that kinda helps the combat more because then you can, like, switch between I think in the end, it's gonna be 4 weapons. I only just got my 3rd weapon now.
Hmm.
So you can mix and match your combos that way. You have kinda set skills, but then you can modify those skills to do certain, like, elements or, other little, like, additions to whatever skill that you're using.
Okay.
Uh, but really, the combat is probably one of the best things about this game. The story is it for what weird reasons it kind of reminds me of Transformers. Um,
Okay.
which is kind of weird because it's like a fantasy game, but really what the story is well you're part of a resistance that's trying to stop an oppressive empire. On your like introduction, like behold, this is our organization. All of a sudden, an alien invasion occurs, and it like pretty much ruins the town. And one of the aliens steals the soul of your sister. So you have to go on this quest to get your sister's soul back and like get revenge on the aliens, or what they call the Void Drax. And
Yeah.
the reason what it's like, it kind of reminds me of like Decepticons, the Void Drax. And also, you have this little spirit creature that infuses with you called Arena, who has the voice of Optimus Prime, or it sounds like Optimus Prime. He's like, "Behold, this is Lord Arena. We must now stop the Voidrox from taking over the world." It's just
I
kind
hear
of
the
like
name
that.
Arena, and I think I always think like a female voice, but
No,
anyway.
Arena is a dude. At
Yeah,
least
okay.
if I don't know. It might be a female. I don't think it is. I think they classified Lord Arena as a dude. But basically, he's like he's alien. He's like an alien dragon. But because the Empire captured him and drained his energy. He kind of needs to infuse onto you to give you his power so that you can both fight the Voidrax together. They will say Voidrax over and over. The Voidrax. You must stop the Voidrax. The Voidrax have come. It's so it you know that the enemy is the Voidrax, but it's also the species. And the Voidrax were a peaceful species, but now they've gone evil because one of the Voidrax was charismatic enough to say, "Let's steal energy." Or they find this artifact on your planet called the Life Nexus instead of the spark. Transformers. See, this is why
Yeah.
it's very Transformers. Aliens come down and invade your planet because it has an artifact that they really want that is like a great source of energy. Instead of the spark, instead of the Allspark, it is the Life Nexus.
Kind of similar to his Halo story, like after Halo 2, when the Covenant invade Earth and they take this artifact that you have, kind of getting into strong connotations.
Mm-hmm. But do they keep saying the Covenant, the Covenant, the Covenent, the
No, I suppose they
Voidrax?
don't. Yeah, they don't. No.
Yeah, it's not as cool
Major
as saying the
difference
Voidrax.
Major difference there.
Yeah. No. I will say I do like the environments though. Like I just went through a really cool level called the Sky Mirror Lake, which is this countryside plain with a lake and like a palace with some beautiful foliage, and the world looks cool. The combat's all right. It adds a little, like, you can add some combos to it. There's some light platforming involved as well, but this is a very average game. The story is not that enticing. The characters are not that memorable. Um, and just like I'm just kind of going through the motions, and I'm like, it's only supposed to be like a 20 to 25 hour game, so maybe I'll just like push through it. And I got it for 30% off, so it's kind of cheaper.
Cool.
And I was kind of just wanting something a little more actiony at the time, but now I'm just debating whether or not I should have just played Bayonetta 3 instead of this. Because
Wait.
Lost Soul aside, it's supposed to be an action RPG, but really it is a character action game. So it's more meant to be like your character doing combos like a Bayonetta or a Dante,
Devil May Cry.
but it's trapped behind our or ARPG mechanics.
Right.
Yeah. So
I only
don't
got
know.
like 45 minutes into it, right when the aliens invaded. I was like, "Oh, okay."
So
And
you
I just
never
never
met
went back
Lord
to it.
Arena and found out
No, I
about
did
the
not.
Voidrax.
No, I had never found out about the Voidrax, unfortunately.
Well, they're called
But
the
now I'm
Voidrax.
curious. Now I'm curious. Now I'm curious. Maybe I'll go back to it. I don't know.
I mean, it's not the worst thing out there, but it's also like there are better things out there to play.
It's fine. Probably. It sounds like it's fine.
It's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine.
It's not memorable. It's just mindless action
Yeah.
with Voidrax. And then I finally beat Like a Dragon, Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii.
Oh my god, how
I'm
many
so
hours
proud
did it
that I
take?
finally beat this.
How many hours did it
I
take you?
platinumed it. So it took me like 50.
Oh, that's not bad actually.
I was saying that's not bad.
Yeah, no, it's more of a side story for the game, so that's why it's a shorter one than this standard main line. The main lines are
Hmm.
usually about 100 hours if you try to 100% it.
Okay.
And I really enjoyed it. I will say, by doing the side things, you become insanely overpowered in this game to the point where like beating the final boss was literally minutes and it was no challenge at all on the
Oh
normal
wow.
difficulty.
Hmm.
Like and then like beating just normal guys, like you can literally beat them faster than the game got them loaded. Like the game kind of transitions into fights and you can kind of start beating people up before like their title comes up. And so normal fights, you can, if you're good enough, you can usually just smack everyone down. Their title comes up, and then all of a sudden they just die.
Okay.
It's it's probably one of the easiest Like a Dragon games I've ever played. But what I really like about this series is that as crazy as it gets, such as Pirate Yakuza, literally Yakuza driving pirate ships all around the islands of Hawaii.
Hmm.
Like these games still have like some really good stories to them. Um and just like really good characters. It was cool to finally play as Majima, who is like a fan favorite in all the Yakuza series. He's been around since Yakuza 1. And he's like the crazy one that has like an obsession with the main character of the series. However, he seemed really toned down in this one, so I don't know if I liked him as much as the main character because now he feels like he's just like all the other main characters in these kind of games where it's like, yeah, he's Goru Majima. He's the crazy one that you don't want to, mess with. But here he has a heart of gold where he's helping guide a young boy to see, on an adventure all around Hawaii. It's like that doesn't really feel like his style.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Hmm. But it still had some like really good moments. It still tells a really good story, and I like that it kind of pushes the series, like gives you. It ends with the to be continued, of course, because the series is never going to end. But it also brings some closure to the ending of Infinite Wealth. I'm not going to spoil what that is, but that part was like really cool to know. Um, Kind of what happened afterwards. But yeah, it's fun. It was enjoyable. I'm ready for Kiwami 3. That's going to be fun for me.
Cool.
Yeah. Well, anything else? Are we ready to talk about the Game Awards?
Let's talk about the Clear
Game
Obscur
Awards.
Awards.
The GAs?
The Clear Obscur
Hmm.
Awards.
The Clear Obscur Awards?
Yeah.
Is it going to sweep the entire nominations?
I mean, as much as I love that game, I hope it doesn't.
I hope it doesn't either.
Give some other games, their chance in the limelight. But yeah.
Hmm. Well, the Game Awards happen every year in December. It's a kind of like a mixture of like we're not quite sure what it is. It tries to be both an award ceremony, but it's also more of a let's showcase a whole bunch of new stuff. And they tend to have like a fight between the two, like which is more important. Um, what's cool is that one of us has actually been to the Game Awards before in person.
Really?
Me last year. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Hmm. Yeah. So
Very, very
Taylor,
cool experience.
is Jeff Keighley a real person?
He is, yes. Now that I've verified with my own eyes.
I don't
Okay.
believe it. I think you saw a hologram.
Yeah, I was pretty sure he was a hologram too. Like there's some like movable sneakers on the ground that just project an image, and that's because the sneakers are real enough, but everything else kind of makes me question if if he exists.
He makes the same robotic movements all the time, so he's like an NPC almost. Anyway,
Yep. Yeah. So Taylor, before we jump into this, what was that like? What are the Game Awards like in person?
It was super, super cool. You just see like random awesome people standing in line. Like when we were in line to buy cocktails, Ben Starr was 2 people in front of us. We got to say hi to him in line. But it was just neat. Everyone there is like super excited about games. it just feels like a really cool award show because you sit in a huge amphitheater. They come out on stage, make the announcements. You see all the trailers in person, the live orchestra music and stuff in person. So it was a very, very, very cool experience. And like, it was originally not on my bucket list, but my friend last year managed to get a group of us tickets to go in honor of my birthday, because my birthday's in December, which was a cool birthday gift.
I like the way you phrase that, in honor of my birthday, the day of my birth.
That's pretty much
true.
why he did it, to be honest.
Yeah. No, do you live in California or something, or?
I used to.
Okay.
I moved to Colorado 2 years ago.
So you still have friends down there?
Yes, I have tons of friends in LA.
Okay.
Like, I lived around LA. So that's why it was easy for us to just all go down there and get together and go to the Game Awards. However, everyone who attended was pretty much from out of state. So I think only one person lived in Los Angeles.
Okay.
But yeah, it was a cool experience. Like, now that I've gone, I think everyone should go at least once. Like, it was so amazing and such an awesome experience. I'm like, oh wow, I think everyone should try to get tickets to go one time in their life as like a bucket list item.
Yeah, nah. It's something I would love to go see, just to kind of experience like the showcases and seeing the live announcements with everyone else and be like, oh my gosh, check that out. It's that one right there.
Yeah, I think that's what made it hype, was like,
Mhm.
you know, like when they announced new trailers and stuff for like upcoming games, everyone would flip out with you in person, or like when a game. I know like Balatro won like awards and stuff, and apparently a lot of people in our section liked Balatro, so they were like flipping out every time it won an award or whatever. Like, it was like super hype compared to just watching it at home. I guess it was like a whole nother level. I was like, this is cool.
Yeah. Nah. I'm just thinking how amazing it's been to see.
Pat taught me this year that apparently anybody could go. I thought this was exclusive to journalists, to website creators, content creators, actors, game developers. I thought it was exclusive to that. And then Pat says, "You want to go to the Game Awards?" I was like with a press pass? What do you mean? And he's like, "You can just buy tickets right now." And I looked. I was like, "Holy shit! You can buy tickets."
Yeah, I think it's cool.
So, yep,
Maybe
I'm putting this on my
next year.
bucket list. Yeah, well, I'm putting this on my bucket list.
Yep. So, this year, of course, the nominations have come out recently, and by the time this episode arrives, it will probably be just before the Game Awards, so it will still be relevant for this one.
Yeah.
But I thought it'd be cool if we just went through the website and started putting down our votes and get our Game Award cards ready for the actual show, so that we can then tally up later and see who's the grand winner.
Are we going backwards in this list on the website? Is that how we're doing it?
We will go forwards. We're going to start right with the Game of the Year.
Oh my god. Okay.
Wow.
I know.
Okay.
All right.
Just because that's the very first one.
Well, I've played all of these with the exception of Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Well, I suppose, and Death Stranding 2. I suppose I haven't played that either.
What? Oh, yeah, that makes sense, actually.
Bro, I tried to play the first Death Stranding like 3 times. I'm like, what am I missing? What am I missing here? And I couldn't do it. I did another third playthrough like right before it came out, and I was like, if I don't get it here, I'm out. I'm not gonna try anymore. So
Death Stranding 2 might be better. Like, honestly, they improved a lot.
I've heard that, but anyway.
Yeah. I'm in the same boat, though. I have literally played every single one of these except for Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. It is something that I wouldn't mind checking out, and it technically is on sale right now, so who knows? I might pick that up.
I'm just really surprised that Ghost of Yotai didn't make this list. I'm honestly, and no offense to Silksong, but why is Silksong on this list? Like,
whoa!
No, I honestly, like, I don't know, like.
Okay, of all the games to say that to, why would you say that about Silksong? That 100% deserves to be on the list.
With you being here, yeah, I know. It's just a weird. I don't know. I feel like an indie game, sure, fine, indie game of the year, I get it, but I don't know.
A lot of
Yeah,
these are
but
technically indie games this
yeah,
year.
like
Well, yeah.
Clear Obscur is even considered indie by.
Mhm.
Which
I've heard that's controversial. It's a
I
controversial take. That it's
yeah,
indie.
because
Yes.
I think even like what Dave the Diver last year won like a best indie game, but
Mhm.
it was
Mhm.
backed by a major publisher.
Yeah,
So what
that's what people are
constitutes
trying to describe. What is indie? Is it the smaller development team? Is it the fact that the developer actually also published a game?
yeah,
I
I
think it
say if you're backed by a major publisher, I don't consider you independent because you are not independent in that regard.
Mhm.
You are
okay.
self-publishing. It's just you as a developer. You're distributing the game how you see fit, as opposed to like a publisher giving you money and then saying, "Here you go." You're doing things our way, so to speak. That doesn't
Mm,
make you independent. I
Mhm.
okay.
like I said,
So
I
that
know
would put
that's
two on the list then for you that are actually indie here.
yeah, for sure. So like, I guess I'll backtrack my statement to say, I don't know why Silksong is on there because I know it's a very beloved game. A lot of people have been waiting for it, and it's a good game, like I said. But I guess maybe my um, what's the phrase? My assumption that if you're nominated for Game of the Year, it's usually like some big AAA game. You know,
Yeah, but
Mhm.
Hades 2 is on there.
Hades 2 is
That's
on there too as well. But Hades 2 was
Mhm.
made by a bigger development team. Maybe I'm thinking, that.
It was
Um,
made by a super giant development team.
Yeah, Super Giant. Yeah, all giants there. I played their game Pyre this year.
Yeah,
That was
did you
a
like
oh,
it?
okay.
that's an interesting game in their catalog.
hmm No, I've
Anyway,
done Transistor and I've done Bastion, and I've done Hades too.
yeah.
So
Pyre is probably their most unique game because it's a sport title.
yeah.
Anyway.
hmm
All right, so
So
how are we doing this?
well, I want Taylor to counterattack you on Silksong here because
All right, let me have it. Let me have it. Let me have it.
Taylor, why is Silksong the game of the year?
Why does it deserve to be on this list? Tell me.
Because it's amazing. No.
Sure, whatever.
I think it's hard. Okay, it's just Hollow Knight is probably in my top 5 games, at least top 10 of all time. Like I absolutely adore Hollow Knight. I love games that you have to piece together the story and everything on your own, and that was part of Hollow Knight. And I thought it was amazing. I love the Metroidvania style. I like the music, the environments, and everything. So for me, Silksong was a big deal. As for like a lot of people. Um, and I think to me it lived up to the hype. Like I was kind of in a gaming rut up until Silksong, and then I dropped 50, 60 hours in it in like the first week. Like I was like obsessed with this game. And I think it excels in the same areas. Like the story is not straightforward at all. Like you have no idea what the story is. You try to piece it together, talking to NPCs and stuff. But I think it's really well done. Same thing, fun gameplay, great environments, love the music. And for me, it was just very, I don't know, like I just got really into it, I guess. um,
Hmm.
I would say something that Silksong did was I know when it released, it like crashed all the stores, like Steam, the PS Network, and the Nintendo eShop and stuff all went down because everyone was trying to get it. And to
Yep.
me, that alone speaks to like how hype it was that people were excited for this game that it crashed that much. And I just feel like everyone loves it. So for me, it should 100% be on Game of the Year, in my opinion.
Uh, I'm going with Clear Obscur. I mean,
Mhm.
for me, the story was just an absolute masterpiece. It showed a lot of human uh just it's a JRPG that didn't feel like a JRPG. It was like the best of the storytelling that you get with Western
Mhm.
RPGs, but with the gaming mechanics of a JRPG. The music and soundtrack, of course, phenomenal. We'll get to that later because that's a category. But to me, I would say Clear Obscur. Oh, and it was made by a very small team, and this was their first project that they did. Like it's phenomenal in that regard. It's kind of weird though because I'd also want to say Donkey Kong Bonanza was probably one of the most fun I've had this year. But just with all between the fun and then the story and just the development of Clear Obscur, that's kind of where I'm going with.
Yeah, I do think Clear Obscur. Well, I do think they deserve Game of the Year, so I'm not saying Silksong's better than it.
Yeah.
Like, I would personally vote for Clear Obscur over Silksong, but I do think if I had to pick a second one to win, it would be Silksong. Like, those are my top two. I think I would pick out
Yeah.
of these
It
lists.
sounds like you're voting with your brain and not your heart on that, though.
Very true. Like,
Yeah.
it's strange. If I voted, I don't know which one I'd vote with my heart. Like, because again, Donkey Kong was fun for me. I really enjoyed Donkey Kong,
Yeah.
but so was Clear Obscur. Like, Clear Obscur emotionally damaged me.
Yeah. Damaged us all.
hmm
But I would pick Clear Obscur as well because with the exception of Silksong, I don't think any other game was talked about more than this. To the point where it became like, I mean, it was like an event almost. And
hmm
I honestly don't think the developers, and I think I've listened to interviews. I think they all were like as shocked as everybody else was at how the reception they got, and
hmm
the praise that they got. And you had a small amount of detractors trying to jump in on the conversation to be like, it's not that great. And it's like, okay, you're one voice in a sea of like thousands of people who like disagree with you. So sit down, okay,
hmm
go play your Call of Duty and have fun with that. I don't like turn-based combat, but I want to say I think it kind of um not only the story, which obviously shocked people even within the first like 15-20 minutes of the game. How many people bawled their eyes out within the first 20 minutes of the game. It's just like, this is a game, this is a you know this is a story. And
hmm
uh but the just the making turn-based combat fun and appealing to the type of games, kind of like parry mechanics and dodge mechanics that you see in a lot of like Souls-like games. It's bringing that into a turn-based game, making it a lot more fun, making it a lot more challenging. It's just sitting there and hitting the attack button, sitting there and hitting the attack button. Like, there's tactical elements to it. There's, you could stack abilities. You can kind of like team up with other characters, to like obviously do combo abilities. Like, there's so much depth to the combat that it would probably take you hours to master. So
Yeah.
but like I said, to me, that was, I don't know, like I said, that's my brain and my heart. And I think we all know that as much as as much as we want to vote for our heart sometimes, I think a lot of people know that it's going to be Clear Obscur this year. But I don't know, I mean,
Yeah, I will say
Alright.
the comment you made about the turn-based combat is a big one because I actually hate turn-based combat games, not counting like strategy games, like Fire
Mhm,
Emblem, 100%. I love those games, but like turn-based combat, like I didn't want Final Fantasy to go back to turn-based. I find it boring personally. I like action stuff. So the fact that you pointed out how they made it turn-based but more fun
mhm,
is like a big deal for me because initially I didn't know anything about the game. And when I found out it was turn-based, I was like, no, I don't want to play this game. I don't like turn-based combat. And then once I found out, oh, it's like different. It's more fun and they do stuff to it.
mhm,
Then I was like, okay, I'll give it a shot then. So I feel like that's actually really cool that they did that. And also to kind of what you said, I do think Clair Obscur had a huge impact on gamers. Like there's something you saw across all social media, how much a game impacted people and made like a big, difference to them. So to me, I feel like that would make it deserving of Game of the Year. Just like the impact it had on people who played it.
oh yeah, I would say the two most talked about games this year definitely were Silksong and Clear Obscur. So
Mm-hmm.
mhm. No, 100% agree. So go ahead, throw your votes on, and we will move on to the next category, which is Best Game Direction. According to the Game Awards, it's an award for outstanding creative vision and innovation in game direction and design. And the choices are Clear
Ooh.
Obscur, Death Stranding 2, Ghosts of Yote, Hades 2, and Split Fiction. You know what? This one I'm going to actually be a little bit different, and I think the best game direction actually should go to Death Stranding 2 on the beach. Because there were a lot of creative things going on in that game that for some reason they should not have worked, but they do. And I think that's due to the madness of Kojima. So that's why
This
I feel
one,
Death Stranding should get that one.
yeah, this one's tough for me. I feel like I'll be the outlier saying this one. Just reading the description of what it was: creative vision, innovation, and design. Um, I like split. I'm probably gonna go split fiction, honestly, just because I thought that game. I thought it was very creative to me
It
personally
was.
because every single world was so different. And I remember playing Split Fiction. I thought there would be a point where it'd be repetitive. Like, I'm like, how many sci-fi worlds can we go to for Mio? Like, there's going to be a point where it's going to be a repetitive sci-fi world or have the same abilities. And it never got that way. It was like every single world was different. Every world you got unique abilities and never felt repetitive. And I thought it was super creative because and innovative to me with how they made the two players, solve puzzles together and interact together, and their abilities were so unique in each world. And it just like looked really cool. There were some parts in the game where the split screen stuff was really cool. Like, certain boss fights, I think, where it was like rotating the screen
Oh,
or
man.
doing things like that. It was like I just thought it was so innovative. Like, I was blown away. So I think based on creativity and innovation, I would pick Split Fiction.
I'm also going to be the outlier here and say Ghosts of Yotai. I haven't beaten the game, so I can't give a full synopsis over what's like the game as a whole. I love the mission structure because it actually made side quests meaningful. And
Very true.
I love a good RPG, or I love a good game where an open world game where the side quests actually mean something. The side quests actually make you kind of not only just expand the world that you in, but actually kind of affect the main story, where it's like, finding a guy on the side of the road, you save him from bandits and you ask him like, hey, where can I find the one of the Yotai Six, and he gives you a little bit of information that can lead you elsewhere. You have main mission quests, of course, but in order to really flesh out more main quests out there, you need to do those side quests, and I think that's why it's like the reverse, like of how games are designed now, where it's like, yeah, well, here's a side quest. Just fetch 20 things for my wife, and here I'll give you a special sword, or I'll give you a special, hat or something like that. These are actual meaningful side quests where it's like, I'm giving you information on the next on your next target. And it actually was meaningful. Yeah, you'll get a little bit of coin sometimes, whatever. You'll save a village, and it's like, hey, here you go. I've given you something, and it's like they hand you something off screen, and it's a big Naganita that's like this big. Like, okay, all right, just handing me a big sword, thanks. But yeah. So like, I'm gonna say the mission structure for me, that way, the game direction in that front to me was number one. None of us chose Clear Obscur, huh?
It's creative, but
It was, but
it feels like it took a lot of things from other games to make that creativity
agreed.
work.
Agreed. I bet, yeah. So
Yeah.
anyway.
All right. Next up, we have Best Narrative. For outstanding storytelling and narrative development in a game, we got Clear Obscur, Death Stranding 2, Ghosts of Yote, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, and Silent Hill F.
This is gonna be tough for me.
Yeah, I bet.
And you
This
probably know
one
which
I
one I'm
will
between.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Clear Obscur in this one.
I'm
Again,
gonna Clear
yeah,
Obscur
the
on this
story
one
was
for me.
good.
Okay, well now
Yeah,
I
where
have to be the
stories
outlier. Now I have to be the outlier.
now you have to go the complete opposite direction.
Yep, I have to go Silent Hill F.
Hmm. I mean, it is interesting how Silent Hill F does change its narrative over the gameplay. Over the multiple gameplays.
Yeah.
Um,
I beat the game 3 times. I got the I
the
think
true
I
ending?
kind of got I didn't get the true ending, but I got a particular ending that some people depending on how you see Hinako's end, you know, play out, is that the better ending or not? If you want Hinako to follow her heart, it would be kind of the bad ending, but and then the third ending I got was the UFO ending, which is
The true
hilarious.
ending.
Actually, the UFO ending, the true ending, it's hilarious. But it really is like they play a whole comic, and it's a hilarious banter between her, Shu, and uh Rinko. It's a funny back and forth. But I loved the subtle storytelling of Hinako's journey and the horror behind it. I think depending on what Silent Hill fan you talk to, Pat, you and we've discussed this.
Mm-hmm.
Is Silent Hill a place, or is Silent Hill a state of being, a state of mind, or like a purgatory kind of thing? So, um, you know, so it's an interesting storytelling device to use Silent Hill as the storytelling device, but I thought it played really well into Hinako's journey.
Yep.
Anyway,
Fun fact: Taylor just played her first Silent Hill this year.
what was it?
Oh, I haven't beaten it yet. The Silent Hill 2 remake.
Okay, all right.
Mm-hmm.
Heard a lot of people praise that one, and I was like, I think that'd be good for my very first one.
I think so.
I'm
Yeah.
glad. I'll say it's way less scary than some of the Resident Evil games for me. So I like that because I scare easily. So some of the Resident Evil games, like Resident Evil 7, I quit. I couldn't play
I would
that
say
one.
horror wise, Resident Evil 7 is the scariest, I would say, out of all the mainline games.
Yeah, but it's been a good one. I've been enjoying it.
There is a rumor. I just read this morning that I know they announced the Silent Hill 1 remake. But there's a rumor we're supposed to get a trailer.
I heard that
at
too.
The Game Awards.
At the Game Awards?
Yeah.
I guess that's going under the prediction category down there.
All right. Best art direction for outstanding creative and or technical achievement in artistic design and animation. Oh. And what's funny is that while Clear Obscur is all about art, this is one where I might actually throw it to Silksong. That animation, the animation for Silksong is actually pretty brilliant. It's very fluid. Like it fits insanely well with the world that it's in.
Honestly, I was blown away at how well that game runs, how smooth the animation is, the motions, the frames of just the characters. Like I'm with you on that. Of course, I'm gonna say Clear Obscur. I mean that whole game is art in its purest form. So, which, as you know, Pat, is an unpopular opinion of mine.
Oh yes, probably the only article that we still get death threats from.
Yeah, I'm glad to have been part of that.
The most popular article.
Wait, what happened?
I wrote a article. Not necessarily something I truly believe in, but I wrote it as a response to like video games are art. I wrote the counter argument to that to say video games are not art. And it's a very clickbaity article. And I offered some points on why I think video games are kind of seen more as like a experience and not to be considered art. If we were to say video games are art, then every video game is art. Kind of that argument. But I think Corey's gotten a couple death threats, and I think one of the staffers, I thought, wanted me out of the writing group.
Probably.
Yeah, David.
Wow.
David said that one of the people in the writing group said I should be out, and I'm like, I mean,
But do you actually believe they're not art, or were you just doing that to be devil's advocate?
I was doing that to be devil's advocate. And I think a lot of people wanted me to defend my point, and I'm like, listen, I don't feel that's a point that needs to be defended. It's just another counter argument.
Mhm.
Granted, I'm a little bit muddy on the topic, saying that I think some video games are designed to be a product to be consumed. So it's like are games designed with the artists in mind, or are they designed to sell to invoke
Mhm.
some sort of purpose, like money. If we were to say Clear Obscur is art and is on the same wavelength as something like Fortnite, it's like, okay, well, then we may get opposing beliefs on, well, what do we consider art? You know. Um
Mhm.
anyway,
No, it was a very well thought out article that, of course, people just read the headline and scream,
people already had
yeah.
their counter arguments ready to go before they truly read it. Anyway,
Hmm. All right. Well, let's move on from art to music. Best score and music for outstanding music, inclusive score, original song, and/or licensed soundtrack. There is only one true winner in this category.
yep. Moving on.
No, I'm arguing. I'm picking
Okay.
Silksong.
No,
I'm
we're
so,
moving on.
oh
We're
my
moving.
god, no.
I've already clicked the next page. So
No.
fine. Go
I'm
ahead.
voting for Christopher Larkin and Silksong.
Uh,
No, I do think Clear Obscur has a super amazing, beautiful soundtrack. I just think Christopher Larkin's music is way more unique, in my opinion. I feel like when you listen to Hollow Knight and Silksong, you don't hear that type of music in other games. And I think Clair
mhm,
Obscur is beautiful, but I could see that in another JRPG. Would be my
yeah.
argument personally. I feel like Silksong is
Mhm.
just very unique to me, and there's a huge variety when you listen to the soundtrack. It's like every area sounds so different from every other area, and I also think he did an amazing job capturing the emotions and feelings of each area and each boss fight. So
Mhm.
you guys can disagree with me, but
Oh, I will honestly agree with you. I was actually blown
Yeah.
away. Like I was like super impressed with the music score. As subdued as it is sometimes, I just wish it was like louder. Like I wish it was like it took
mm-hmm.
more of a center stage,
Yeah.
because in Clear Obscure the music was like almost like front and center.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas
Yeah.
like I think they kind of in Silk Song, I was like, man, I could barely hear the music, but I feel the music. It's like it sounds really good.
Yeah.
What's
Leagues better
crazy
than Hollow Knight.
Mm-hmm.
What's crazy in my opinion about the Clear Obscur is that songs are actually telling stories. We just don't understand them because they're in French. But if we actually listen to, like, if you read the translated lyrics to a lot of the songs,
Mm-hmm.
they are telling stories about what's going on.
Yeah, they really are.
Um,
Mm.
Spoiler territory.
Very spoiler territory. Like, they will
Okay.
spoil this before it even gets to the point where you find out about what's going on.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I do think Clear
um,
Obscur is gonna win, but
yeah.
Yeah.
I'd like to vote a little bit for the underdog of
Mhm.
it, so that's why I'm gonna vote
Mm.
for Silksong.
I will give props to Death Stranding and Woodkid. The Woodkid songs that played were very, very good. They're very emotionally and like just fit the vibe of the world and the situations that they played in. So,
I mean, I will give props to Tomo Otawa. Like the music in Ghost of Yotai is
mhm.
very like I forget the instrument, but like
the
the
sh-
authentic instrument, the
the
shitar or
shot
something like
the
that.
sh- I
I
forget.
forget what it
Yeah,
is,
it's like
but like
shaman.
those
He's
musical
good.
melodies are like amazing. Like
Mm-hmm.
so, like I don't know. Like you sink in your chair, you're just like listening to it, like, oh man.
Yeah, oh man, I forget what the shamisen. Yeah,
The shamisen.
The
Okay, cool.
shamisen. Yep. All right, next up, best audio design recognized for the best in-game audio and sound design. We have Battlefield 6, Clear Obscur, Death Stranding, Ghost of Yotai, and Silent Hill F. This is always a tough category for me because it's like I'm always trying to figure out, like, I don't know, the sound isn't always the first thing that comes to mind when I play these games, unless it was God of War and the sound of the axe coming back was like a very memorable sound to me.
Yeah, that was really good. I'm gonna put in Battlefield 6. This game, man, sounds amazing. Sounds amazing. I want to say that the development team at EA and DICE. I mean, man, they know how to record and make explosions sound good. Even just like the crack of a gun of a rifle sound. It's just everything surrounding warfare and combat is like so it feels authentic. Not to say I was ever in a combat scenario before, but it's like I gotta imagine that's what it would sound like. And for me, Dice has always done it much better than Call of Duty, for years.
All right.
So Battlefield 6
Taylor,
is my
thoughts
vote.
on you?
I don't have an opinion on this category,
Yeah.
so I actually have no idea which way I'm gonna vote. But
Yeah, I mean, you might be able to skip if you don't want to, and it just doesn't fill that part of your card. But I don't know. If I had to vote anything, I'd probably go Silent Hill, just because a lot of horror games, you need the sound to, really add into the atmosphere. Whether it be like a monster sound that's kind of in the distance, or the creaks, or other things that make you kind of like, what was that?
Yeah, playing this game on headphones is a must.
Mm-hmm.
Terrifying, but a must.
Yep. All right. Best performance. Award to an individual for voice acting, motion, and or performance capture. We have Ben Starr, Charlie Cox, Erika Ishii, Jennifer English, Konatsu Kato, and Troy Baker, but not for the role that I feel like he should have gotten that nomination for. But I
Have you
understand
seen
why he
video
got it.
of Konatsu Kato actually playing Silent Hill F?
I have not.
no.
It's hilarious. She scares so Taylor, if you think you scare easy, she scares so easy, and she's got such amazing clips of like her playing the game and her like reacting like to the game. It's hilarious.
Yeah. Now, if this Troy Baker one, if that was for Higgs in Death Stranding 2, I might have to consider it, because he was damn fine in that role. Like, he looked like he was having so much fun, basically being the unhinged like rocker Joker, and like just like his goal. You could feel the hatred of his person, or his hatred for the main character or main characters in this game, but still, like, he wants to enjoy every last minute of it. However, my vote goes for Jennifer English, because her role as Mael was just so freaking phenomenal, and like, really, if the story of Clear Obscur was for anyone, I feel like it was her story, um, and like her journey, and ranging from kind of spoiled kid that just wanted to get out to being like, what the hell did I just get myself into, and seeing her growth and grieve, and it's just like, she was very good in that role.
Honestly, I wish God, who was the girl that played is it Christy Ryder? Yeah, Christy Ryder. Like honestly, I think her role as Lune should win, but she's not here. But
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it to Troy Baker, and this is me nostalgia tinted glasses. Dude nailed Harrison Ford, nailed Indiana Jones. I initially I was thinking like Troy Baker's Indiana Jones. Like, yeah, sure, I guess, whatever. But like,
Mhm.
down to the mannerisms, the motion capture, he was the complete package. I think Charlie Cox said that if he were to win as Gustav, which I mean, for a 4 hour voice acting session, like dude nailed Gustav 100%. But I
Mhm.
know he
Mhm.
said like he hopes that if he wins it, he would like give it to the motion capture artist who personified Gustav more than he could ever. But to me, it's
Yeah.
Troy Baker as Indiana Jones just because of nostalgia reasons.
Yeah. I did think that was really nice of Charlie Cox to say that because he pretty much admitted it was the motion capture person who brought that character to life and not just his voice. I kind of like that he's giving credit to the other people as well because those people I feel like are not nominated. It's always like the voice actors and not the
I hope
people
that
who do.
changes. Yeah, because I
Mhm.
know I think some games have both motion
Mhm.
Mhm.
capture artists doing the voice at the same time, and I think obviously Sandfall Interactive didn't have the ability to do both. So it was like, you know, they did what they could. And they
Yeah.
had these
Mhm.
voice actors and actresses, which Pat, I'm sure you can attest to. I think Ben Starr said this in interviews. He was like, it was so hard to try to capture, the emotion just watching motion capture artists do it and
Mhm.
then trying to capture that
Mhm.
same feel.
Yeah. All right. Taylor, did you have a preference on this one?
No, my votes were between Charlie Cox and Jennifer English, so just wanted the Clear Obscur people. I don't think I have a
Got it.
preference.
Poor Ben Starr. I mean, we still love you.
I
Oh,
love
yeah.
Ben Starr, but no.
No, I even said like I even told him like I appreciate both you and Jennifer English, but you both fell onto the awards. I'd have to give it to Jennifer. Uh, Innovation and accessibility, recognizing software and or hardware that is pushing the medium forward by adding features, technology, content to help games be played and enjoyed by an even wider audience. So basically, this is how many settings can you put into or how many customization settings can you put into your settings to make it accessible for everyone to enjoy. We got Assassin's
I
Creed Shadow. Oh, go ahead.
I would say I don't know enough about the accessibility functions of these games to have a say, so I don't have any input on this category.
Yeah. Honestly,
It's
Ubisoft
doomed to
tends to
dark
be
ages
the
for me
really
because I actually used a lot of the color settings.
okay.
It's very red
Fair.
focused, and you know me, I don't see red very well. Um,
Hmm.
Oh, okay. That's actually really cool.
yeah, so it actually frustrated me playing Shinobi Art of Vengeance because there was a lot of uh oh, be careful of this attack. It's gonna showcase as red on the screen, and I would either see it way too late or I wouldn't see it at all. So
It's interesting. Like most games nowadays have the colorblind features to
And
them,
Shinobi had none
but
of them. Nothing. You know,
hmm.
Doom the Dark Ages, like I changed every setting to like every red setting to be yellow or purple, I think, or something like that. But it was like, obviously, a fast paced game like that, like it just makes it better for me.
Okay. Well, I went with Ubisoft's Assassin's Creed Shadows just because Ubisoft is known for that, and well, I don't really mess with those settings too much. It's they tend to have the general focus in mind with everyone. All right.
Yeah, Ubisoft
Games for
has
in.
always. You're right. Ubisoft has always had tons of accessibility features. I'll give them that.
Yep. Games for impact for a thought-provoking game with pro-social meanings or pro meanings or message. All right. So these are typically indie games, and I'm not gonna lie, I've only played two of these.
I've only played one.
Yeah,
Uh,
I've only played one.
So I would have to give it to Wanderstop, and that's more of a biased opinion because that's a game from Jenny, Kimchika. I mean, it
Gotcha.
Mhm.
was a great game, and it's a game about tea and just having take the time to just stop and relax instead of trying to, do everything and burn yourself out.
I played South of Midnight, and I didn't expect the dynamic between a daughter and a mother being so prominent um, in this game. And it's like, typical teenage angst, you know, a teenager trying to find her place in the world. Now has been gifted with these powers, and it's like, what are you going to do with them?
Mhm.
So it seems like it's like on the surface, it seems like you're just another character where everybody's trauma dumping on you, and then it's like up to you to solve their problems, so to speak. There were some pretty dark stories in that game, and it's like your role is to help disseminate and get them through their traumas. But
Mhm.
it was still like a interesting game that had a lot of that trauma dumping stuff, while also her coming to grips with developing at least a healthy relationship with her mother. So yeah.
Mhm.
But
Yeah.
I'm looking at the story for Despilote, which is a game. It's like a soccer game. So I'm probably gonna put this on my wish list.
It's like you need to play it quickly before the game comes out.
Maybe I'll change my vote then.
Mhm.
Yeah, the only one I've played is Wanderstop. But I'm not going to vote now because I feel like I'd have to read up on the other games to see which one I think would be more impactful. Because like I said, I don't know anything about the other four. I mean, he just talked about South
Mhm.
of Midnight, but the other three, aside from that, I don't know
Yeah,
anything about those games. So I'm skipping this for now.
fair enough. Best ongoing game awarded to a game for outstanding development on ongoing content that evolves the
Where's
player
Genshin
experience over
Impact?
time. And that's what I was just about to say.
Wow!
Taylor
Excuse
is
me.
screaming
Oh
bloody.
boy. Oh
Wow.
boy.
I'm going to write and vote. I didn't realize it was
I,
not on there.
I'm
I'll give you
actually
that
very
one.
surprised it's not.
Yeah, I am too, actually.
Hmm. I don't know. For this one, I might actually have to go with Fortnite because of the fact that they brought in some more creative ideas into it, like the Simpsons map, that I
Hmm.
think kind of was a refresh to it.
Okay.
But
I don't
That's
play
what I
these
hate
no,
ones.
about it. That's what I hate about it.
yeah,
But
I'm not a Fortnite fan, but
yeah.
I have to appreciate the creativity that they brought into some of their bringing in license
Hmm.
or the licensings that they're getting a hold of, and actually
Yeah.
literally creating a whole map based off of the Simpsons.
Mm.
It's so wild seeing No Man's Sky on here
Still.
after it was a disaster when it released.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Like how far it's come, and now it's nominated, which I didn't know was considered an ongoing game. I don't know too much about No Man's Sky anymore. I thought they just like updated it and stuff, but I didn't realize it was considered ongoing. Do they add like new planets and new stuff or patches?
They've added new game mechanics, I think, new planets,
hmm Yeah,
spaceships.
like spaceships and like bases that you can make, focus
But
on
it's
multiplayer
continuously
better.
ongoing. Like, is it like every
Yep,
few months there's a patch?
about every year there's like something new that pushes it.
Hmm.
So
Once a year?
it, it's usually
I
about
mean,
once a
I would
year.
say lately. Yeah. Lately
I
over the
feel
last
like
couple
Hmm.
that.
years.
I don't think I would consider that best ongoing if it's one update a year. Like every other game in this category has like multiple patches and updates a year, right? Like constant content and updates.
Like Genshin Impact, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I think it
Hmm.
sounds like Genshin Impact got robbed here.
To
That's
me,
a
it
shame.
did, but it's
It's a shame.
okay. Maybe next year.
Yeah.
yeah.
Hmm.
Well,
I
well,
mean, I'm gonna
Taylor
give it to
writes that one.
Helldivers too. I'm gonna give it to Helldivers too. The Halo crossover, even though I'm still a little bitter about Halo making its way onto PlayStation. Um, that's still a really cool crossover. Halo and the ODST um, crossover was pretty cool.
Yeah. I think my vote was going to go to Helldivers too, also.
Well, we got the next one, which is Best Community Support, which is recognizing for a game outstanding community support, transparency, and responsiveness, including social media activity and game updates and patches. So, kind of like what you're saying. And it's basically the same games again, except for Baldur's Gate is in here instead of whatever it replaced it. Was I right?
Wasn't
Uh,
Baldur's Gate?
um,
There was one last year that got criticized for not having good community. I thought it was Baldur's Gate, but maybe not. I'm not part of any of these communities, so I don't know
mhm,
Yeah, neither am I. So
how they
yeah.
work. But I think my vote would probably be. No, I don't remember. I can't remember. It was either Final Fantasy 14 or Baldur's Gate that people complained about for community, but I can't remember which one it was, so I can't give my opinion.
I know.
I think
people,
I would give it to Baldur's. Go ahead.
I was thinking Baldur's Gate was the one with the poor community because they basically said that they weren't doing anything more with that. But I don't know.
Yeah, because I think they wanted to work on their game. I mean, I'm giving it to Baldur's Gate 3 just because of the speech that their director made last year. You know, kind of at least change the outlook of how we view game development and how we view games in general as, you know, projects made by passionate developers, people who want to be in the business, people who are making the games they want to make, and they're doing it out of love instead of just chasing after that almighty dollar. I'll give it to
That's
them
a
for
nice
that.
speech.
It was.
Yep.
It was like kind of like, you know, at the time you were like, that's a really cool speech. And then all of a sudden, once the hype started going with Clear Obscur, and you know, you started to find out about the development team and you know where they came from. They came from big development studios like at Ubisoft, and then they're, you know, they broke out on their own to do their thing, and now they're reaping the benefits. And it's like maybe he was right, you know?
It was prophecy.
Yeah.
All right, moving on to Best Independent Game for outstanding creative and technical achievement in games made outside the traditional publisher system. And 4 of these have publishers to them. So,
Oh my god, I forgot Clear Obscur was in here after we just talked about it. Obviously, I'm going to vote for Silksong.
I am also
if
going to vote for
Claire...
Silksong.
Thank you. Yeah, if Clear Obscur is going to win Game of the Year, I think Silksong deserves Best Indie Game.
all right. Well, I'm going with Clear Obscur.
What?
You know, the only reason why I'm going for Silksong is kind of like what I said earlier. It's like,
Yeah.
These guys, no publisher support. They probably could have like gotten any publisher to help them, you know, 100%. But you know, they stuck true, staying independent, you know, and even just reading about it, they were like, we were having so much fun making this game, you know, that it was like, you know, yeah, let's add more enemy types. Yeah, let's add more enemy bosses. Yeah, let's add more animations,
Right.
you know, and they were just having true fun with it, you know, and it's like, yeah, it was kind of, it became a meme at a point where it's like, how long are we going to wait for this game? But it's like, let them cook.
All right. You made me change my vote for more of an indie game.
Yay.
You're welcome. You're welcome, Taylor. You're welcome.
Huh?
Thank you.
Yeah. All right. So, yeah, I went with Silksong then, too. Best debut indie game for a best debut game created by a new independent studio. This one also has Clear Obscur in it. Does that count for you? I mean, technically, it is a new studio.
Yeah, it is a new studio. I'll give you that one. However, I'm voting for Dispatch here.
Dispatch is a pretty damn good one. Like, I'm looking at both of these, I'm like, both of them are
think
good.
I'd probably vote for Dispatch. I think this kind of goes back to what we said at the beginning, but I don't want this to turn into the Clear Obscur Awards. And I feel like it's already going to win a lot of awards, so I like to vote for other games so they can win some awards too, so it's more like diversified.
Yeah.
So I feel like I'd vote for Dispatch.
The reason why I'd vote for Dispatch is because I think there was so many collaborations with non-video game developers here. And I think a lot of community support, especially with Critical Role. I don't think they're developers by nature. They're just passionate content creators and voice actors that are just like that just want to make games. So I want to say the ad hoc development team, which is new, former Telltale guys,
Yeah.
whatever, and Critical Role being just like, content creators and, voice actors that just play games together and film it. I think it was a pretty unique mashup and one that really took off, obviously. I mean, it is a shame that none of these voice actors in Dispatch got nominated for best performance, but what can you do? Pat, I know you said we talked about Moist Critical,
Moist Critical. Yep.
being the voice of Sonar. Alana Pierce, I loved her voice in there. So
no, they all did a good job, from Aaron Paul to Laura Bailey. Aaron Yvette was amazing as Blonde Blazer, and I forget what the guy who did Phenomenon.
Yeah, he's like a familiar
Man.
voice I've heard like hundreds of times over, but like no matter what he does good.
He's the owner of Critical Role and Laura Bailey's husband.
Oh, okay, all right.
Yeah, that's that guy. All right,
but yeah,
best mobile game.
Moving on.
I'm laughing so hard that they put the Pretty Derby anime horse girl on it. I could not believe that was on this list.
Sure.
I do not know what that game is.
I don't play it, obviously, but like I just saw memes on it on Twitter. You pick like a cute anime girl. They're all horses and they race. It's a Pretty Derby. It's anime girl. It's like horse racing, but with
anime girls.
Horse girls. I was laughing so hard. I can't believe that's like on here. I don't play mobile games, so I don't think
I'm out with this
on this.
I played Persona 5, the Phantom X, and while I enjoyed it, I was not a fan of what they are doing with the community. And also, I literally get ads for this game like every other ad on Twitter, so it's starting to annoy me in that regard.
I'm pretty sure Wuthering Waves is probably going to win.
I think so too.
It's on the same level as like Zenless Zone Zero, Genshin, Honkai, Wuthering Waves. Like they're all same tier, so I think that one's like an easy win. I'm not going to vote, but I think that one will win.
Yep. All right, Stoy, this next category is all you.
Well, I only played one of these games, and that is Alien Rogue Incursion, which is an amazing game. I picked this up on a Black Friday sale a couple weeks ago, and so atmospheric, so good. And actually, the acting in it is pretty good. Like I'm actually pretty impressed with it. Usually VR games, I'm like whatever, but so they really nail the atmosphere on that, especially for as an Alien title.
I'm guessing it's horror, right? Like get attacked or followed by anyone or something.
Like it's really cool because like you can carry the iconic sonar detector. So like you hear the sound effect, so you can actually pull out your detector while you're holding your assault rifle, and you're just like, where is that coming from? Where is that coming from? And it's like, oh shit! So you can drop the detector on the ground and then start shooting.
Oh no, this sounds scary.
Yeah, you're like, okay, where did I drop it? So yeah.
Oh no.
I mean, eventually it comes back to your arm, because I think it's like your right elbow. But like still, like it's hilarious. It's like, okay, where did I drop it? Oh, it's right there.
I should have won best sound effects.
Honestly, that sound is the sound effects in Alien are so good. It's the sound of the pulse rifle and the sound of that. It's so, dude. It still sounds so good, even though it's like 30 years old.
100% agree.
Yeah.
Best action game. For best game in the action genre, focused primarily on combat. Stoy,
dude, don't make me do this. Don't make me do this.
It's making you do this.
Yeah,
you gotta choose between Ninja Gaiden or Shinobi.
Because I've played all these damn games, And I am between. I mean, Doom: The Dark Ages was a lot more fun than I thought it'd be. The Battlefield 6 is probably the best first-person shooter I played in a long time. Shinobi is the best side-scrolling action platformer I played in a long time. Ninja Gaiden 4, I hate it so much, but I love it at the same time. I'm like, oh, man. And Hades 2, obviously, I feel like I've been playing that game for a year, so I don't have a strong attachment to that. But you guys go first.
Well, I'm
I'm
gonna
going
vote for
Shinobi.
Hades too. I just love the Hades franchise. I think the combat is so fun. I like the different weapons. I like how you can get different. I will be honest, I have not played a lot of Hades 2, so I don't know how different it is from Hades 1, but I'm assuming it'll be the same where you can get different aspects for weapons that change their play style. And I love that every time you get a different boon from a different god and stuff, it's just all different. So I think it's unique. So my vote would go to Hades 2.
I'm going Shinobi Art of Vengeance. That game was a lot of fun. A lot of different ways to hack, slash, and use your little ninja weapons and your magics. And overall, it was a fun 2D side scroller.
My
You're
heart
gonna have to
says
choose a favorite child.
I know my heart says there's always a favorite child. My heart says Shinobi Art of Vengeance. My brain says Ninja Gaiden 4 because Ninja Gaiden 4 was so technical and so fast paced. But Shinobi Art of Vengeance like captured my heart like right from the start. So I think I'm gonna go with Shinobi Vengeance, Art of Vengeance. Damn it.
All right. Best action adventure game. For best action adventure, combining combat with traversal and puzzle solving.
Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. That's it.
Honestly, with the description, that would be the answer for what adventure it means.
Yep.
However, Split Fiction also had some amazing traversal and puzzle solving aspects as well.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't
Split
have, well,
Fiction.
yeah.
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, I was going to say it didn't have combat, but it kind of did, but not really.
I think that's why it's hard because I think for puzzle solving and stuff, Split Fiction, I absolutely loved for that. But I mean, I guess they had some boss battles, but it was more so exploration and puzzles.
Yeah.
And narrative, I guess.
I mean, this category by itself, just in the description, like Pat said, Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. I don't know why we're still talking about this.
Okay, I trust you. I haven't played it, but I trust you.
Between the two, Split Fiction had the better puzzles.
What?
Yes. Between the two, Split Fiction had the better puzzles.
That is an opinion. That's an opinion.
No, that's fine. I mean, just want to flip a coin.
Follow your heart. Follow your heart. What does your heart tell you?
Heart tells me Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
There you go.
There you go.
Mm-hmm. Taylor, are you going Split Fiction or Hollow Knight?
I mean, I want to pick Split Fiction because I don't think there was enough combat action stuff. I mean, I want to say Indiana Jones just because you guys did. I haven't played the game, but I trust you guys that it's the best mix of combat. Like Silksong is amazing combat and exploration. I don't think there's there's no puzzles in the game, in my opinion. I don't know what you consider a puzzle. Like going, backtracking to use a new ability to access an area, I don't consider a puzzle. And I don't consider jump quest puzzles. But in terms of action, I probably would have picked Silksong. But I'll go with Indiana Jones.
Yeah. There we go.
Why wasn't Indiana Jones having best sound quality? That punch?
Yeah.
All of a sudden, I just remembered the punch sound.
Yeah. Very iconic Indiana Jones, like from the old movies. Even the crack of the whip, they nailed it from the movies. Yeah. So.
All right.
Anyway,
Best RPG. For best game designs with rich player character customization and progress, including massive multiplayer experiences. That description literally just says Monster Hunter because none of the other ones have multiplayer in them.
I know that this is a weird description. This is a weird way
I
to describe
don't like
this
that
game.
description because I don't think of massive multiplayer as like an MMO, like
Yeah.
MMORPG, which to me is separate from RPG.
Yeah. Which the only multiplayer experience here is obviously Monster Hunter Wilds. The rest of these are single player experiences.
Yeah, I think for general just RPG, obviously I'd pick Clear Obscur.
Same, Clear Obscur.
Same.
Which is a shame because I really loved Avowed. I mean, Obsidian released 2 AAA games in a year, which is crazy. I loved Outer Worlds 2 and Avowed, but Clear Obscur captured my heart.
Yep. Clear Obscur. That is what I'm going with. Best fighting for best game design primarily around head-to-head combat. I have no opinion.
None of these. I have no opinion.
I don't play fighting games, yes. I don't have an opinion.
I mean, I've played the Mortal Kombat games in the past. But...
Me too. That would probably be the only reason I'd vote Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, right.
Best family. For the best game appropriate for family play, irrespective of genre or platform. And we got Donkey Kong would be my vote for this one, 100%.
Mario Kart World for me.
Oof. I think my vote would be... That's so hard. I would say Donkey Kong, I think, too.
Yeah, if only
I guess it's hard because Mario Kart you can at least play with 4 players, whereas Donkey Kong I think is only 2 players.
Yeah, if the second player is kind of like it's almost like a cheat code. Yeah, I say Mario Kart just because it's like the multiplayer aspect. It's like you can actually sit down with relatives or friends, family, whatever. I actually brought. I visited a friend of mine and his 10-year-old son. I brought my Switch 2, and him and I played. We looked like we were playing in the commercials. We had the stand up on the ottoman, and we were both playing with the Joy-Cons. Mario Kart World and having a blast. So.
Yeah, I think for that reason I'd pick Mario Kart too, just because more people can join in and play together.
I feel Split Fiction was a weird one for this, just because I don't consider that much family, or at least when I think of family, I think of children in that regard, and I feel like the puzzles in Split Fiction might be a little too hard for the kids.
I was thinking that when I saw Split Fiction listed, I'm like, this seems too advanced for like little kids. And plus the game has some like dark, I don't know, the game made me cry a couple times. There's like some really depressing topics in that game. And I was like, oh, I don't know if I would consider that like for kids.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Next up, best sim strategy. Best game focused on real-time or turn-based simulation or strategy gameplay, irrespective of platform. I have not played any of these.
I'm going to say Final Fantasy Tactics.
I've heard good things about Final Fantasy Tactics. So
I've heard amazing things about the Altars.
Yeah, that looked like an interesting game.
Yeah. I mean, just out of like, I guess comfort and familiarity, I'd be going Final Fantasy Tactics because again, I've never played any of these. Well, I played Final Fantasy Tactics, but not the new one yet. But I'd be tempted about the Altars because everyone who I've heard play the Altars say this game was brilliant. Final Fantasy. Out of familiarity.
Yeah.
Best sports racing for best traditional and non-traditional sports and racing game.
Mario Kart.
Can I just say that Rematch was a trash game. like these are the guys that made Sifu, and then they come out and it's like, hey, we're gonna make a soccer game. And
okay.
Okay. and it's such a mid game that I'm like, okay, why do we have this?
All
But
right,
yeah, Mario Kart World for me, obviously.
Mario Kart World.
I mean,
Mhm.
which is a shame because I'm a Taylor. If you don't know me, I'm a soccer guy, so
Mm.
I haven't
Mhm.
bought a FIFA game in the last couple of years, actually. So usually I would be like, oh yeah, I'm voting for FIFA every year, but I didn't play
Mhm.
FIFA 2000 or FC 26. So
Mm. Okay.
anyway,
All right. Almost done here. We got best multiplayer for massive online multiplayer game and design, including co-op and massive multiplayer experiences, irrespective of game genre or platform.
Oh, I'm
I would
gonna
only have.
pick Peak. I actually have not played Peak, but I'm picking it because literally everyone I know would not shut up about that game for like a month straight. It's like everyone was playing Peak. My coworkers, like it was just like Peak, Peak, Peak. So
yeah.
I'm gonna pick that one just because I feel like everyone loved it and had fun with it.
I'm going with Split Fiction because that's the only one of those I played, and personally, I really think it was it's very genius in its co-op like playability. The fact that you really have to rely on your partner to go through with it, like get through the game.
True, but I feel
Hmm.
like that's like I feel like Split Fiction's one and done. Like you beat the
Yeah.
game, you don't go back and replay it. Whereas Peak, you can like that's just like a fun game. Everyone just loads it up and plays it like all the time. So at least it has replayability for multiplayer, I would say.
So it's peak, you're saying?
That's what I think. I said I haven't played it. I just know everyone loves it. Like this, I don't know. Have you played Peak at all, Stoy?
No, but I've seen the reels and I've seen the videos, and I'm like, wow, that actually looks pretty hilarious.
Yeah.
I've seen some pretty good ones where it's like, wow, this game is actually pretty. It looks like it's a lot of fun to play. I'm obviously saying Battlefield 6 because I cut my teeth on this a lot ever since it came out. So not a lot as like most people, that are like probably like level 800, but um, it's like when I jump in all the different game modes, I'm having a blast. It's bringing a little bit of groundness to the first person shooter genre. Like
Hmm.
all props to Arc Raiders. I hear it's doing very well.
Hmm.
But I think we've been inundated with so many different like sci-fi multiplayer shooters. It's finally refreshing to go kind of like a more grounded approach with Battlefield 6, and obviously it's worked out for them because I think they still got more concurrent players on Battlefield 6 compared to Call of Duty Black Ops 7 this year, which I'm grateful. I'm happy for. So, anyway,
Yeah, this has not been a year for Call of Duty,
no, it is
surprisingly.
not. No, it is not.
All right, guys. Best adaptation, recognizing outstanding creative work that faithfully and authentically adapts a video game to another entertainment medium.
I still
Why is
haven't
it
seen
not
Splinter Cell
Minecraft?
Deathwatch. I still haven't seen Deathwatch. I still have to watch that.
I,
Hmm.
this category upsets me because I do think Sonic 3 should have been in it, and I have no idea why Sonic 3 was not added to this because I would have voted for
And
that.
they put Until Dawn in here.
Yes, I am shocked they put that. I went to the theaters and saw it, and I thought it was hilarious and entertaining, but it's not faithfully adapted in any way whatsoever. It's like a
Mhm.
completely different take on it, so I would not vote for that. Um, I don't know which one I would vote for.
I
I
mean, the only one
mean,
I've seen is Devil May
only
Cry.
one
I
of
saw
them.
like the first 2 episodes.
But guys, what about Chicken Jockey? I mean, that literally set theaters on fire.
Quite literally.
Hmm.
But is it a faithful adaptation to Minecraft?
Maybe. I don't know. I didn't see any of these. So just based on reputation, Last of Us, but I even heard a lot of people didn't like it that much.
Yeah. For those that don't know, the opening credits to every Devil May Cry episode is "Rollin'" by Limp Bizkit, so it should win on that metric alone. Just saying.
Epic.
Yeah.
Hmm.
It
All
has no
right.
business being there, but it's there, and I'm still here for it.
I can see. I mean, it's Devil May Cry. It works.
Yeah, sure.
Hmm.
Most anticipated game, guys. Recognized and announced game that demonstrably illustrated potential to push the gaming medium forward. There's really only one winner in this category.
Resident Evil Requiem, baby.
That should be it, but it's
Yeah.
not.
It's not going to be.
No.
I'm actually really excited for First Light. I'm really excited for that.
Yeah, that would be one where I wish Ben Starr would have gotten the role for James Bond.
That would have been cool.
Oh my god. I would play the game then. I'd buy it just for that.
Yeah, but he didn't. Honestly, the award's most likely going to Grand Theft Auto 6, just because like that had
Yes.
been popular even before like announcement.
Hopefully it doesn't get delayed again. But my vote would be GTA 6 also, for sure. I feel like everyone's looking forward to that game.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Joy?
Resident Evil Requiem, honestly. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, of course, I'm very partial to the Resident Evil series, so I'm always looking forward to any Resident Evil game that comes out. But I would say my heart kind of tells me, like I said, First Light, because I'm really excited for a really good single player James Bond game. It's been a while.
I hope it's good.
It's
Yeah.
been a while.
I'm surprised The Witcher 4 is on that, because I don't think that's supposed to be out next year.
Yeah. Grand Theft Auto 6 ain't coming out next year, so who are we kidding?
That's why I said if it doesn't get delayed again, it'd have my vote. But
Yeah.
we'll see.
The fact that it got delayed basically killed me for Metacritic draft.
Oh.
I had that one and I had Mina the Howler, and they both got pushed.
Oh.
I feel like people need to learn and not announce release dates so far ahead of time. Like, I feel like Nintendo's really good about being like, oh yeah, this is coming out in a couple months or so. Here's your release date. It's like,
they do it
okay.
right. We'll announce it when it's good and it's pretty much almost done.
Yeah.
I'm curious about the Prince of Persia Sands of Time remake, because if the rumors are true, we're supposed to get a trailer at the Game Awards, and then it's supposed to be released mid-January. So that would be a month turnaround.
That's cool.
And that's one of the options on the list?
No.
Oh, okay, sorry.
I'm just saying, like, games with a very short turnaround. Prince of Persia is supposed to be one of them.
Oh, okay.
Even though it technically got announced years ago.
Yeah, then rebooted. Delayed. Yeah.
All right, we're at the categories that none of us really have any knowledge of, so we can speed through this. Content Creator of the Year. I'm going Moist Critical because of Dispatch.
Same.
I'm going to pick him. And I'm not going to say who, but there's someone on this list that I've seen their videos on Twitter, and I think they're so freaking annoying and obnoxious, and I'm so they're on this list, and I hope they don't win. I will not say who, but I'm going to vote for Moist Critical.
I think I know who you're talking about.
I think so too. Yeah. Best esports game. I don't know. League of Legends.
League of Legends.
Counter-Strike 2.
Valorant.
I jumped on Counter-Strike 2 for, I would say, all of 20 minutes and got my shit pushed in, and then I was like, all right, I'm out. This game's not for me.
And best esports athlete.
I'm just skipping this one. I don't know any of these people.
I don't know any of these people. I guess I'll vote for the Counter-Strike 2 player.
Cool. Best esports team?
I'll vote for the Counter-Strike team.
Go for it.
There we go. That's it. What I got.
And Player's Choice, which doesn't open until December 1st.
What's Player's Choice? Oh, Player's Voice, sorry.
Player's Voice. That one still has a potential to have Genshin, because I think Genshin won it last year.
That's my voice, Genshin.
Okay.
All right. Well, we now have a card that you can all download.
How?
And if it comes up, you can go back to like the nominee menu, and then there's like a download card.
Oh, nice.
Yep.
She went through that faster than I thought.
Yeah. I mean, you think so, but we've actually been recording for over 2 hours.
Well, yeah, but we started late for the Game Awards stuff. So.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
That is true. Yeah. All right. Well, I guess before we close out, what's some like anticipated trailer announcement you guys think will be announced here?
I only have one idea, and I just thought of it during the podcast, but I'm going to say Kingdom Hearts 4 because there's been no information about that. So I'm just going to throw it out as a wild card and say either another trailer or release date or something related to Kingdom Hearts 4. That's mine.
What do you think?
I like. I don't. Well, I'll tell you what I don't want. I don't want a Mass Effect trailer. For the love of God, do not give me a Mass Effect trailer. Give me a Mass Effect trailer when it's damn well good and ready to show. And we're talking like ready to go, almost like 75% done, which I think we're a couple years out yet still. I would love to see, like I said, the rumor says Silent Hill 1, we're supposed to get a trailer for that. I would love to see that.
I think
Actually,
we're going to get Final Fantasy. Oh.
I would love to see actually another Resident Evil remake. I would love to see a Code Veronica trailer.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
I think we're getting the next Final Fantasy trailer, the Final Fantasy Remake 3, or Final Fantasy 7 Remake 3, because they did say that they expected the turnaround to be about 3 years, and so we're 2 years into that now. I don't think we'll get it till 2027, but I expect we're going to get announced here very soon. I also think we're probably going to see the next Remedy game.
The next what?
Next Remedy game. I don't know if it's going to be Max Payne 1 and 2, or if it's going to be Control 2, but we're going to get one of those. I imagine.
I heard it's going to be Control. I know they're working on something
it's
in
Control?
the universe. Yeah. That's what I thought I heard. Yeah.
Yeah. Those are my guesses. All right. Well, guys, that does it. We have our voting cards. We can come back later on and be like, all right, who got the most votes here? And I don't know. Maybe we can do a little prize. Maybe. We'll see.
Maybe. We'll see.
We'll see. If I win, then clearly, yes, we will have you guys get me a prize or something.
Sure.
Only if you win. Okay.
Only if I yeah.
We'll pitch in.
No, I'm kidding. We'll figure something out, but we should definitely review this later on.
Mm-hmm.
But until then, let's close it up for the night. Stoy, Taylor, thank you both for joining me here today. Stoy, where can people find you again?
I'm on the Twitters, the Facebooks, not Facebook. I'm on Twitter, Threads, Instagram, and YouTube at Retro X Podcasts. It's like a retro solo podcast that I run, post episodes weekly. I also podcast with a lot of my friends on the Hair of the Dog cast, and we started a new Zombie Dogs podcast where we talk about our Resident Evil games. So I think we're going to be recording Resident Evil 3 Nemesis next. So it's going to be an interesting one, because I just recently did a playthrough of it, and I was like, man, this was definitely a different take compared to Resident Evil 2. So
are we talking remake or original?
No,
that you just
the original.
did?
Yeah,
the original. OG?
Yeah, we're going. I think the podcast series is going in order of release. So I think near the tail end of our episode cycle, the last few games we'll be talking about are probably like the remakes, Requiem, and whatever else. However long it's going to take us to record these episodes. So
very, very cool. And Taylor, thank you for joining me tonight, for taking time off your very busy schedule to come and do this.
No problemo. I know the rest of my weekend is just going to be homework now.
Yeah. And for all you wonderful listeners, thank you for listening to us, and we will catch you next time on the Boss Rush Gamescast, where we talk about the games that matter most to you. Have a good one.
Bye.
Bye.
If you want to see how you can become a Patreon producer, head on over to patreon.com/Boss Rush Network. The Patreon producers for this month are Adriel Munger, Austin Campbell, Celeste Roberts, Sana Dierig, Francisco Santillan, and Christian S. Thanks for your continued support of the Boss Rush Network.